Da 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 da. He's checking in. 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 Oh, I am happy about this one. You guys were given the option to vote for a game. I put up four that I'd quite like to play, so it was never going to be a bad solution for me, bad resolution or conclusion for me at all, because one's a game I haven't played yet and I was looking forward to. One was one I've been dying to revisit. One was a game I kind of feel I need some audience encouragement to finish, and the other is my absolute favourite game of the PlayStation 3 generation. Turns out that's the one y'all voted for. So here we are. Lucy's good. She's busy at the minute. She's like, she woke up with a sprained wrist, not feeling great about it, and has completely ignored it, and has just been like hoovering all day. She's insane and resilient and brilliant. We're good. Sorry, and before I asked about the fam stuff, no emergency. Just my dad and stepmom were shopping a supermarket nearby us with a discount. And they were like, "Should we get some stuff for you?" And they arrived at like 5 to 2. They were going to arrive at like sometime near 2, so I didn't want to risk the stream getting interrupted and the flow interrupted. So I thought push it back to 3 instead, which is why we're here now. That's the good. How are we all doing today? No Batcal and Gallifrey, and there is one in the room, but no, it'd be very hot in there. Get a fan on though. Get some air circulating. Hello, Psycho Default. Good day to you. Biggie and Sterling's playing Fortnite. Is he up on the Fortnite? Is he up on the Fortnite? Either my app is broken or he's got quite low numbers. Is that because he's doing like a warm-up though? Like warm-up pre-stream? Oh, he's hosting someone else. Oh. Is he even on? I'm confused. Never mind. Hey, Fiery Squirrel! Good day to you. We're going to be kicking off in just a moment's time. Tonight on Twitch. Oh, bless. Tonight on Twitch, and Sterling is playing Fortnite. Alright. Badaroos! Goddamn Fortnite. Holy Musical Batman. I love Holy Musical Batman. It's so good. Anyway. Yeah. We're going into my favourite game of the PlayStation 3. We're going there now. Like, we're about to do it. Those who know this game can already spot characters from it up on that shelf. I love this, baby. It's so good. Hi! Does he want fruit or blood? Both! Hello, folks. Hello! Oh, just call me George for the follow. Thank you so much, Just Call Me George. Welcome aboard. It didn't do the pop-up thing because I haven't set it for the screen, which is annoying. But what I have set for all of us is Return to Arkham. So, this is Batman Arkham Asylum. As you guys voted, hello Upsurgent voters, viewers. You voted for Arkham Asylum. We are playing the remaster on Return to Arkham for the PS4. Day 1 of 2 off. Gonna relax, recuperate, read chat stuff online. Nice work, or lack of work thereof. Here we go. So 2 things. 1, I've played this game 3 times before. Twice on the PlayStation 3, once on here, and I played it on normal difficulty. Now, if I want to achieve some trophies during this playthrough, and because I'm seasoned enough at it, I'm going to test myself. We're playing this in hard difficulty. Sound off anyone. Return to Arkham. Sound off anyone who has never seen this game before, the original version of it, or this remaster, who's never seen a playthrough, or played a playthrough, of Batman Arkham Asylum. Because you're in for a treat. This is the tits. It's amazing. It is dark. It is spooky. It's not open world. It's linear gameplay. And it tells the story of the worst night of Batman's life. He gets tested in this game. It is great. It's the balls, if you don't mind. I don't mind at all. It's the bee's tits. Nothing like a bit of linear gameplay. Thank you, Just Call Me George. Welcome aboard. Oms for Just Call Me George for joining. Chuck George some oms. This playthrough might be maddening. I'm doing it on hard difficulty. I've never played the game on hard difficulty before. You haven't seen the last one. This is the original. This is the first storyline. Written by Paul Dini. One of the main writers on Batman the Animated Series. Oh. From a non-linear, subjective point of view, this game's a big ball of wibbly wobbly, timey wimey pecs. Written by Paul Dini. Hey Swad, thank you for the host. Underoos for Swad. Hey, no worries. Oms are popping. Subtitles, yes. Continue. There is no attack indicator. Billionaire Big Balls is now following. Hi, Billionaire Big Balls. Did someone mention balls? I think they did. Welcome aboard, Balls. Oms for Big Balls. Should we go hard mode? Shall we go hard mode? Or for the sake of the playthrough, should we go normal mode? And then if we enjoyed it and it worked, I'll do a hard mode blast like in a couple of weeks. Because I've got a feeling people who want to see the storyline want to see the storyline, and it might get impeded if I am failing at hard mode. Go for normal. Hey, Fairy Squirrel, thank you for the host! We'll go for normal on this playthrough, so we can get through it. And then, you're brave and bold enough. Yeah, do normal, and then if we really enjoy this playthrough, we can return to Arkham and do some hard mode in the future. Okay, let's do normal. Let's do normal. New save. New save! New save. Extreme. There's an extreme. But yeah, it's for people who've never seen it before. I'm going to shut up for this opening cinematic. Just watch and enjoy. Back cam up view. There's no photo mode in this, I'm afraid. There we go. I'm gonna shut my damn mouth. I'm just gonna talk in chat for a moment. Get my yonks on. Let me know if you can hear it. Okay, by the way.
Batman is now en route to Arkham Island.
God, that was the controller vibrating.
Stand back, fool! I've got a bomb. Huh? All right.
Welcome to Arkham Asylum, folks. Again, if this is your first time, brace yourself. This controller's vibrating like crazy.
Hey, Sharpie. Love what you've done with the place.
That's Warden Shop to you. Bowles!
Yo, Frankie! How's the wife and kids? You
Game volume better?
Shut it, clown!
Hey,
A
Sam.
lot of people here really want to talk to you.
Really? I don't mind walking. Not so tight, boys. You'll crease the suit.
Get that filthy degenerate out of here!
Warden, something's not right. I'm going with him.
Is Commissioner Gordon here yet?
Yes, sir. He's waiting for you down at patient handover. He got here just before you did.
Sharpie loves his cameras. Hey, Sharpie, you getting my good side? Ah, but heck, they're all good, aren't they?
I won't accept the off the way this time. Another escape, and I will lose support for my mayoral campaign.
He looks like a creepy ventriloquist doll. I love him.
How's the guy supposed to break out of here?
Just before we begin, this is one of the prime examples of how to start a video game. Because you have to whip that out on stream sometime, Sam. The impression I meant. Because we're about to walk through a rather large portion of Arkham. The game is subtly introducing us to where we're going to be spending our time. It's so good! Right. Here we go. It's got the Kilmer lips.
Oh, it's always nice to return to my sweet little hacienda.
This remaster as well, I don't know how I feel about... Yeah, like Half-Life 1, exactly! Bloody hell, Sam, I'm going to have to check that one out. Yeah, the remaster's not bad.
The good old cavity search. Much more personal.
This game is now 11 years old as well, the original. Yes, Kilmer is forever back. I'm not Batman because I have to be.
Would you sneak in with your bats? Come on, tell me. Batarangs, bat claws, bat smacks.
Scan is green on Joker.
Open the gate. Get him out of there. I want weapons on him at all times.
Look at that outfit.
Get him out of your sight.
There'll be time enough for you later, Cash. Speaking of time,
Aaron Cash.
tick tock. Is that a crocodile I hear? What's up?
Aaron...
Pencil me in for tomorrow at 4. We've got a lot of catching up to do.
Hello, new patient. This is Quincy Sharp, Warden of Arkham Asylum.
Ooh, it's my favorite show. I'm Warden Idiot.
Don't worry about it, Tom. As long as you're feeling better.
Evaluation and Rehabilitation Center for the Criminally Insane. Situated on a small island in the Gotham Bay, our team of psychiatrists and medical experts.
Hear about Black Gate, boss?
Shut up! Catch you soon, boss.
Shut it and
I'm
keep
telling you, the state of the wiring in these federal facilities is, well, it's shocking. My boys over there could have been hurt in that. I'm just gonna check your prisoner, Officer Bowles.
Whatever, just be quick.
Only following procedure.
Steve Blum.
Patient seems to be in satisfactory condition. Looks like he suffered minor lacerations, probably in the last 2 hours. There seems to be...
Need to take my temperature? I'd be happy to drop my pants.
He's all yours. Get him out of here.
He's good. Get the door open.
This is such a... This thing is... It feels like Hamill's Joker's been waiting for this moment. Do you know what I mean? Like, the animated series is the most perfect version of Batman. Shane, thank you for the host! Mwah! You beauty! I love you! Now and forever. Batman the Animated Series is the most perfect adaptation of Batman. Hamill is amazing in that show. But he's one fish in a pond of a lot of very talented fish. And then in reprising the role here, I think his strongest performance in the original run is in the Batman Beyond film, Return of the Joker. He's brilliant in that. And it's not even the Joker. He's incredible in that. Yeah, closer to 1 o'clock. He's definitely hamming it up, but that's the thing, in here, his voice has matured. Like, the animated series sounded like this. He's like, oh, Betsy! And by this point, he has a natural gravel. And it just kind of sounded more like Troy Baker's version of him from Arkham Origins. But, he's just, like, it's a growlier Joker. And it's really, ooh, it's just gritty. And I also, to me, Batman in my head, when I'm sort of like, when I think of like, you know, just give us the silhouette, the archetype of what Batman's like and what the Joker's like. Batman to me is in terms of like in his prime and when he's been around long enough to maybe have Nightwing, and he's definitely got a Robin and things like that. And he's got enough of his rogues gallery in the mix. Batman to me, in my head, I always think of him as about like 36, 37. Do you know what I mean? Like prime of his life, little older, like he's got a bit of track record, but he knows what he's doing. He is hot shit. He knows exactly what he can do. He's got a handle on his gadgets. He's, you know, he can take out criminals like that. And that's fine. The Troy Baker Joker is sort of like a younger Hamill. I present to you the death of the Batman. No, that's Troy Baker. Not as good as Troy Baker, obviously. But you know, yeah, it's Luke Skywalker voicing the Joker. He's been voicing him on and off for nearly 30 years. What a thought. And he is, you know, so Batman's like in his 30s and stuff. Which you could say long as someone's just popped up. Hey, have a good one. Mwah. Catch the repeats if you can. And we'll be doing this daily. So I hope to see you tomorrow. Just call me George. Oms for Just Call Me George, folks. I'm gonna whip my oms out for you. Ooh, a little bit of om there for you. So Batman's sort of like that age. And to me, the Joker should always be about... I think he should always be about nearly 10 years older than Batman. No, he's been Luke Skywalker. I mean, technically he's been Luke Skywalker for like over 40, you know, nearly 40, 50. My maths is terrible. Over 40 years. But in terms of playing the Joker, he's been playing him on and off for nearly 20. The Joker to me should always be about nearly 10 years older than the Batman, and the reason is because he's old school, he's traditional, he's that gangster, he's got the spats, he's got a love of vintage comedy, like the vaudeville like stuff that he puts into his shtick, like the buzzer and everything. He should always be just a bit older than Batman, so that he can be a snob about Batman not getting the jokes. Do you know what I mean? So Hamill's gravelier Joker, and the fact that he's got, again, that was more Troy Baker, but the fact that he's got that kind of more crooked Mr. Punch-esque face, it's right in the sweet spot. Hamill's voice is perfect for the Joker right now. It was incredible before, but it's perfect now.
Can you
here we go.
smell the excitement in the air? No? Must have been one of the guards then. Rocco boy!
Oh.
Is that you?
Get ready.
Yeah, well, he first played Luke 43 years ago.
Trained on it at all times.
But he's played him on and off, but yeah.
Looks angry.
Oh, there's a bit of stretch there on his limbs, but it is a PS3 game. Killer Croc, folks. Oh, he's got more than a few in here, Rebecca. That was his gang shouting at him before.
I've got your scent, Batman. I will hunt you down.
Get that animal under control!
A toy collar won't stop me from killing you, Batman. I'll rip you apart. Eat your bones.
That reminds me. I really need to get me some new shoes.
Move up.
Never smile at a crocodile. Yeah, I saw the joke, Tom, before I gave it a thumbs up, but it was while people were talking. It's a good one. It's a very specific Doctor Who villain to use, though.
How come they let Batman pass?
Whee! Great night for a party.
Not where you're going.
The night is young, Bats.
Scared
I
camera
still
angle.
have a trick or two up my sleeve. I mean, don't you think it's a little bit funny how a fire at Blackgate caused hundreds of my crew to be moved here?
Something really distracting. In the remaster, when they've retextured it and everything, it didn't do this on the PS3 version. When he talks in this scene, his chin keeps dipping into his chest, like just phasing through it. Guess on my tits. Now that I've said it, you can share in my pain. Yeah, I always like that he's older. Oh! John Lumick's your favourite Doctor Who villain. That is a unique take. Okay, back to the best villain in all of fiction. With his dipping chin.
I thought I told you to stay quiet.
Oh, Frankie, you really should learn to keep that fat mouth of yours shut. It'll get you into trouble.
Tell me something.
Foreshadowing.
You've never let me catch you this easily. What are you really after?
Oh, nothing much. Hundreds dying in pain and fear. All their meaningless lives brought to a horrifying conclusion. All thanks to you and a book of matches. Was that the answer you wanted?
He's not lying.
Should avoid contact with prisoners from
Everything he's saying.
facility.
Batman created by Bob Kane and Bill Finger. Well done, game. Corrected it.
What's he doing? Stay where you are. Get a flashlight. Get a light on him.
Opposition to our institution is temporary.
What? Don't you trust me?
Our guest.
Not as far as I can throw you, mate. I trust you about as well. No, I said trust you about as far as I can throw you. Batman can throw him quite a while.
Lower floors are now at level red alpha.
So, you're back. You killed 3 of my crew and you busted out of here.
Only 3? I'll be sure to try harder next time. What say we aim for 100?
He's such a git. I love him. This is the Joker to me. Like, this is what the character should be like.
City Hall and holds the mayor hostage, leaving it to me to juggle SWAT teams, the media, and you. Yeah, it's been a hell of a night.
Hopefully,
I quite like this voice for Jim.
with him.
Yeah, right.
Hold it there. Sorry, Batman. Arkham staff only.
I assure you, if anyone's qualified, it's...
Listen, I appreciate the assistance, but he'll unsettle the more violent inmates.
I think he's talking about you, Bats. Don't be a stranger. You're always welcome here. Gotta say, it's good to be back.
And also, Batman is in his...
Okay.
He surrendered almost without a fight. I don't like it.
At least he's back where he belongs.
Well...
Get up! Now!
Joker's loose. Alert the warden.
Oh, Batman is as insane as the people he puts away. The difference is his morality.
The joke's on you. Ta-da! Honey, I'm home.
Come on in.
Gordon is thick, boy.
Welcome to the madhouse, Batman. I set a trap, and you sprang it gloriously. Now let's get this party started.
Ladies and maniacs, I apologize for this interruption to your regular intake. I was still a few seconds ago. I was gonna kill everyone in the room and then watch cartoons. But then, well, you know how I do love a captive audience. I'm just warming you up, Bats. Fresh from Blackgate Correctional Facility, with a combined sentence of 752 years. Ding, 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 ding. It's round 2.
Thank you, Lou, for the host!
I got places to go.
Now, for those who aren't au fait with game mechanics, the combat system here in this game has redefined how a lot of action games in the last decade have laid out the combat. You have an attack button,
The system's jammed.
you have a counter button, and you have in this like a cape swish, right?
I'll find a way out. Gordon,
Spider-Man,
try and
for
contact the
example.
warden. Let him know what's happened. I'll be back.
Don't make promises you can't keep, Bats.
He's already
I'm
moved.
in control of the asylum. You're not going anywhere I don't want you to. Understand?
If you think I'll let you run...
Always for the heroes. Looking bored watching you. Why don't you just come find me? You know it's a trap.
Of course it is.
So, just a little bit, like I said, the story here. When we were playing Spider-Man, Spider-Man's combat system is not based on this one, but it's a natural evolution of it. Spider-Man's combat, my main attack button was square, punches, kicks, and whatnot. Circle in Spider-Man is a dodge, because in Spider-Man it's about punching, and getting out of the way and then getting back in. And triangle was the web zip attack, like the standard one, the one that I'd pull guns away from bad guys, things like that. This invented what is now like the most common modern action game sort of setup. That's my attack button. That is counter. Whenever the wavy thing goes off, it's Batman sort of going like, oh, spider sense essentially for any other name. Within a spider sense of any other name would smell as brains. So that's counter. So whenever like they do that, I counter attack them. And circle is like a cape swish. It's a stun. So it's a similar system, which means in my head now, because we've been playing Spider-Man for like nearly a fortnight, I keep pressing circle to counter or dodge, and I'm like, so I'm gonna have to reteach this to myself. We'll pick up other moves as we go, but yeah. Anyone else suspicious that this may have been planned way in advance? Also, yes, that was Harley Quinn in Arlene Sorkin, the original voice of Harley Quinn's final performance in the role. This is the last time she played Harley Quinn, was for this game in 2009. Police Commissioner James W. Gordon dedicated his career to cleaning up the corruption of the Gotham City Police Department. These illustrations are beautiful, by the way. I bought a giant coffee table book that they published of like the creation of these games, and a large section of it is this artwork. Echolocation, surely. A goal he's come a long way towards accomplishing. He's been equally tough on crime and in the pursuit of making Gotham City safe for all his citizens. Gordon has forged an uneasy alliance with Gotham's other top crime fighter, the mysterious vigilante known as the Batman. The Batman. Real name, James W. Gordon. Doctor Who's got a quick feature not far before 8 PM. Oh yeah, we'll be finished before then, don't you worry. But yeah, on the telethon thing, they've got 10 of the Doctors together. Police Commissioner, Gotham City, eyes blue, hair white, height 6 foot. He's a wide boy. Weight 180 pounds. First appearance, Detective Comics 27, May 1939. Experienced police officer, trained criminologist, proficient in hand-to-hand fighting techniques, and an expert marksman. Which 10? All of them bar Chris. Don't know why Chris isn't taking part, but he is doing a lot of charity work at the minute for homeless representation in Manchester and Greater Manchester, and also he's looking after his mum and his 2 very young children simultaneously, so it's probably been hard for him to find the time to record stuff for them. So I understand that. But the 10 Doctors are Tom, Peter, Davison, Colin, Sylvester, Paul, David, Matt, Pick, Capaldi, Jodie Whittaker, and Joe Martin. Yeah, Chris is a busy boy, so I could understand him not being able to fit it in. Plus, he has a lot of problems with how higher ups the BBC are. I can only imagine him trying to talk to producers on a Zoom call. I got Arkham Knight delivered yesterday, so I'm playing through the games 100%. Finished Asylum yesterday on City now. Good time for you to play it. Same problem as me playing Spider-Man. Yeah, it's hard to shake, isn't it, Skilly? Welcome aboard, Skilly. How you doing? If you've never played Arkham Knight before, you will love it. It is a wonderful experience, but it's sort of like the Arkham City and Arkham Asylum are this one beautiful thing. Arkham Knight is kind of like that. And here's what happens if we really up the stakes and things you can do. But it doesn't quite. It's my least favourite of the 3, but it is a brilliant game. Batman's such a great superhero. How come he's been fighting crime all his life, yet there's still loads in Gotham? Because he's only one man. He's only one man! Right. So that's Gordon. We've unlocked a couple of other profiles. Let's fill you all in. I'm going to go through this with people who've never seen it before and want to experience the whole game. Quincy Sharp, Warden Sharp of Arkham Asylum. Quincy Sharp has been running Arkham Asylum. Oh, he's looking massively buff in this. The Bat Tank. Yes. How did Lou spray in a wrist? We don't know. I think it's from using the power wash the other day. Not sure that the Doctors are doing charity work. Yeah, no, he's already doing it. Anyway, enough of Doctor Who. Quincy Sharp has been running Arkham Asylum for the past 3 years and has dedicated his life to restoring the so-called supervillains that plague Gotham City. He's currently campaigning to become the next mayor of Gotham. To facilitate this campaign, he has instigated stringent new security and experimental research policies at Arkham. Quincy Sharp, occupation, Warden of Arkham Asylum. Base of operations, Gotham City, eyes blue, hair grey, weight 5 foot 8 inches, weight 190 pounds. First appearance, Batman Arkham Asylum for the PS3, summer 2009. Intense dedication to cleaning up Arkham, pompous and old-fashioned in demeanour with a focus on his own political aspirations, contempt for Arkham inmates and disinterest in the specifics of their treatment masks a cowardly nature. My nose could be gushing blood. Spoiler alert, he's not in this game. There's quite a few biggies that aren't in this game, but we will feel their presence, don't you bloody worry. The Batman. When his parents were gunned down in front of him, young Bruce Wayne resolved to rid Gotham City of the criminal element that took their lives. He trained extensively to achieve mental and physical perfection, in addition to mastering martial arts, detective techniques, and criminal psychology. Dressing as a bat to prey on criminals' fears, Batman fights crime with the aid of specialised gadgets and vehicles operating out of his secret Batcave below Wayne Manor. Bruce Wayne! Oh, spoiler. Occupation, CEO and philanthropist. Base of operations, Gotham. Eyes, blue. Hair, black. Height, 6 foot 2 inches. Weight, 210 pounds. Big boy. Thick Wayne. First appearance, Detective Comics 27, May 1939. Had him. Attributes, trained to physical and mental peak. Arsenal of gadgets, vehicles, and advanced technology. Inventor, detective, genius-level intelligence, expert in most known forms of martial arts, trained in all aspects of criminology, mastery of the physical sciences. Sorry, one sec, need some Vimto. There you go. Computer expert, master of disguise, photographic memory, trained in stealth and espionage techniques, and expert escape artiste. Genius, billionaire, playboy, philanthropist. We have a Hulk. And finally, for now, they've not snuck any others in, have they? No, okay. Finally, for now, our adversary. The Joker. An insanely homicidal supervillain. The Joker's white skin, green hair, and blood-red lips belie the chaotic nature underlying his cartoonish appearance. The self-styled clown prince of crime has no superpowers beyond a capacity for incredible violence and a skill at creating deadly mayhem. He frequently concocts elaborate schemes to entrap his arch-nemesis, Batman. Real name, unknown. Occupation, professional criminal. Base of operations, Gotham City. Eyes, green. Hair, green. Height, 6 foot. Weight, 160 pounds. First appearance, Batman issue 1 from spring 1940. Just one side like a billionaire playboy philanthropist who's a total dunce. I was going to say, there's loads of millionaires around the world who are arseholes, but... yeah, name unknown. Name unknown, because they're going with the comic book styling of we don't really know and his name isn't important. What he is now is the thing we have to face. So there we go. Right. We can't do... no, only Jack Napier in the 89 movie. In fact, Jack Nicholson owns the copyright to that name in association with that character, so anytime someone uses it, he gets a little bit of scratch. Bruce pretends to be a himbo. We don't officially know the Joker's real name. Yeah, even some suggestions say the Joker doesn't even know it. He's forgotten because it's not important. Look at that. This cell looks familiar. Hell. Now, what I love about this is we will have to come back to this cell later. Not for anything important, but just remember it. Okay. There's a few holding cells around here. Into the madhouse. Family Joker. This is another thing I'm going to have to get used to, because the controls for the gadgets and batarangs are different in this game than they are in the next two. Oh, can I not do the quick throw? No. Ah. It's not taught me quick throw yet. Do you have to buy quick throw? Alan Spiderman and Barry Jokerman. So this is where Joker just was. The sneaky devil. This is detective vision, for anyone wondering. It helps us track down clues, power lines, things like that, and explain them to us. So, security gate control, developed by Wayne Tech. These control points are considered hack-proof security subsystems designed by Lucius Fox. Barry Jokerman. Actually, just double checking, is there a quick fire batarang? I'm sure there is. Oh, you just tap L2 quickly.
Joker's been busy. These poor guards never stood a chance.
All patients should take their medication at the prescribed times each and every day.
Warning. Security breach in level B3.
That was a rat.
Warning. Security breach in level B2. Warning. Security breach in level B8.
Oh. Who watching this is seeing it for the first time?
Level B1. Warning. Security breach in level
I have to remember as well in this one, if you're doing a ground takedown, you can be knocked out of it. Swat, this is your first time in Arkham Asylum. Welcome.
Batman, over here.
Oracle, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. What's up?
Joker's escaped custody. He's running free in Arkham.
Do you need
Cheery Moore, Tom, Rebecca.
Dad still there?
Commissioner Gordon is safe.
Hey, nice one, Fiery.
Joker's not far ahead. I'll stay in contact.
Your own sweet in Arkham. Your own sweet. I love this game. This is my favourite game of the PS3 generation, and I'm so glad you guys voted for it, because it's an excuse to play through it again. Oracle! The daughter of Commissioner... Gotham City's Police Commissioner James W. Gordon. Skipped ahead there. Barbara Gordon was forbidden by her overprotective father from joining the GCPD. Instead, she took on the identity of Batgirl. Barrowman! Fair enough. And was a crime-fighting partner of Batman for years. But that all ended when the Joker shot her through the spine. Paralysed from the waist down and confined to a wheelchair, Barbara adopted the new identity of Oracle, and now aids the Dark Knight with her computer expertise, providing Batman with a constant stream of information in the field to aid his battle against crime. So the Killing Joke, events of the Killing Joke, sort of have happened, and when we get to the inevitable playthrough of Arkham Knight, you'll find out exactly how. I also, and I love this, have an Oracle action figure. It took them forever to do one, but it's part of the Arkham toys. I've got Batgirl back there as well, but Oracle. Love it. Barbara got an action figure. Killing Joke is horrible, but it's beautiful. Yeah, well, she was just shot in the comic, but they leave it open to interpretation that other stuff was done. Yeah. It's dark. It is dark. But also, yeah. What's it getting at? Killing Joke is beautifully illustrated. Brian Boland, right? It's on my shelf. Where is it? It's over on that shelf. Brian Boland. Some of the most gorgeous artwork. It's an Alan Moore script. It's great, but it's very telling because Alan Moore is a comic creator who always tends to hate his stuff after he's done it. It's like the original Watchmen book and everything. It's, yeah, hardly a coffee book edition. The spine's damaged. Yeah, oh god, yeah, mine's in okay nick, but that's because I take the dust cover off when I read it and then put the dust cover back on afterwards. And Lord knows what the book's like inside. You got the elevator from the same episode of Doctor Who? I do, yeah. In fact, Toby's head is in there and a little light that I fixed to the bottom. So when the room's dark and I've just got random little lights on, I open the door, click the light on and close it so you can just see him up lit and he's got all the things on his face. Oh god, yeah, he does say that. Oh god! I just thought you were commenting on your copy. Ah, you're right. Oh, bloody hell. Alright, Tom, bloody hell, bit vulgar. Ace! Okay, not Ace. Different franchise. Unless you mean the Bat Hound. Real name, Barbara Gordon. Occupation, information broker. Gotham City's where she's based. Yeah, the Satan Pit, the Impossible Planet are wonderful. Eyes blue, hair red, height 5'11", weight 126 pounds. Detective Comics 359 from January 67 is her first appearance. Eidetic memory, almost total recall of everything she sees and reads. Extensive headquarters in Gotham City's clock tower, filled with information archives. Again, when we get to our inevitable playthrough of Arkham Knight, you'll see it. High-level hacking and computer skills. Barbara Gordon, ladies and gentlemen. Plot time, folks.
What happened?
Joker happened. You're lucky to be alive.
He must have gone this way. Door's jammed. I'll try and get it open.
Lip syncs all off, innit?
I repeat, we need backup in pacification.
I can see silhouettes of wasps through my
Can
blinds.
you hear me? I'm with Batman. Hello?
Where are they?
Back down there. Do you need help?
No. I work better alone.
Zaz is free! Oh god, he's got Mike!
Did you hear that?
Franklin, can you hear me? If you can, help's on the way.
Zaz is free. Victor Zaz. If you could unlock the system, mate, that'd be great. Oh no, City's not got the tank stuff. That's Arkham Knight. Right, is there an alternate route? I guess. Wasps or Vesper forms? Wasps, luckily.
You're not gonna escape! Release him!
Oh dear.
Thank God. It's Zaz. He's got Mike. He's strapped in the chair. Zaz has totally lost it.
Almost for Mike.
You can't. He'll kill Mike if he sees anyone trying to get close.
He won't see me.
I see anything that looks even a little bit like a bat, and this guard dies. Do you hear me?
Arkham Knight's the one with the Batmobile and the tank mechanics, which are sometimes great and sometimes awful.
Don't go easy on that man. Make Zaz pay.
Okay.
Please, you've got to save him.
Alright. I'll save you, chum. So, for those who don't know, Victor Zsasz, you'll see a bio of him in a minute, but he's a nasty piece of work. I love that you can interact with pretty much everybody in this.
This is disgraceful. How did a patient like Victor get free?
We'll worry about that later, Doctor.
He wants to kill the guard, you know. He needs to kill the guard.
I don't know. I think Joker's pretty high up the list of people who are tougher to deal with, but Zsasz is, well, a true sociopath. Zsasz grew up in a life of ease, but nonetheless became a serial killer. Indiscriminate in his prey, body count is the only thing that matters to Zsasz. He takes pleasure in arranging the corpses of his victims in lifelike poses before carving a mark for each of his victims into his own body. He's saving a special spot for the Batman. Real name, Victor Zsasz. Occupation, professional criminal. Base of operations, Gotham. Eyes blue, hair blonde, although in this he's shaved head. Height, 5 foot 8 inches. Weight, 150 pounds. Batman Shadow of the Bat, issue 1 from June 92 is his first appearance. Yeah, because he used to have short, spiky blonde hair and like a flat top cut. And he had like a domino mask that was just 2 eyepieces, so his eyes looked white and he just had 2 like black, it was like thick black eyeliner poking out. Yeah. Has appeared in 2 movies now. He's Roman Sonos's henchman, right-hand man. He has a lot of touch screen time in Birds of Prey. It's a good version of him. And he also appears very briefly. He's the criminal on trial in Batman Begins. And you know it's Zsasz because they briefly call him Victor Zsasz and he's got a tally mark on the back of his neck because realism. Boring. Sociopath with no regard for human life. No pattern of killing, making him difficult to track. And his compulsive need to kill others. Yeah, he's one of the newer ones in this game as well. I'm trying to think which ones might be later than him in this. I think Harley might be the only one after him. She's 92, 93 as well.
Zsasz has got my buddy. He's gonna fry him. Do something, please.
Keep him occupied. I need to get behind him.
Alright.
I've got to get close enough to Zsasz to strike.
He'll see me coming on the ground, so I'll stay up high. These old gargoyles should be able to support my weight if I grapple up to them.
So, the game slowly introduces you to the mechanics.
Don't do it, Zsasz! Don't do it!
Zsasz is down, but not for long. Got to get close and take him out.
There we go!
Someone put this animal back in his cell.
You alright, my dude?
Can you hear me? Is this thing on? Oh, hiya, B-Man.
Oh, he's in years in Gotham too.
How do you like my new uniform? Pretty hot, huh? Oh, I got something to show you.
I have a love-hate relationship with this costume.
I'm now subbing for the old man. Old Sharp has never been happier. In case you ain't figured it out, today is the Joker's big homecoming, and you're the guest of honor.
You have one chance to surrender, Quinn.
Testing that, but no dice. Now the inmates are running the asylum. Well, technically the Joker's goons shipped in from Blackgate, but you get the idea. Bye-bye for now.
Yeah, that's the thing. One big mistake of this game that is established...
Arkham Asylum just vanished off the network.
He's in control of the security system. He's probably isolated it from the grid.
That's not all he's done. All police feeds are reporting he's placed bombs all over Gotham. Says he'll detonate them if anyone sets foot on Arkham Island. It's being suppressed at the moment, but the story will break any time now.
He's lying. It's just a diversion to keep people away.
How do you know?
I know him.
So yeah, the designs of the female villains in this game, of which there are only two, the sexuality is played on a lot. Now, one of those villains uses their sexuality as part of their ploy to mess with people. Harley's not one of them. What I love about the take on Harley in this game is script-wise, story role-wise, very Harley. And I like the fact that she's like, oh my god, this is awesome, we've been planning this for months, I'm going to play dress-up. I have to sneak in, I'm going to play dress-up. I like the idea that Harley would be like, I'm going to wear a costume! The costume itself is like... and the figure's weirdly thin. It's much better in Arkham City. Catwoman's in that. Obviously, there's a femme fatale element to her, but they don't over-sexualize her in Arkham City. And Arkham Knight has wiped it away completely by that point. Like, there's none of the gross pandering. But this is also a product of the late 2010s. The late 2000s, early 2010s thing of, oh, video games are only played by teenage boys, right? Let's make them all sexy. And it's like, more people do that. And also, teenage boys don't just, like, over-sexualize girls. Like, what is... Her Arkham City costume is much better because it's a lot more... She's... Where is she? She's over there. She's on a shelf that I can't get to. Her Arkham City costume is a lot better because it's just sort of... It's her, like, sort of version of, like, part of the gang thing. It's the red and black is all part of it. And I don't hate her Arkham Knight look either. Which is sort of like the formal shirt with the corset over the top, the big puffy skirt, the leggings that are based on a costume, the massive clunky boots, baseball bat in hand. Yeah, her animated series outfit's perfect. I mean, they even know that because they do a version of it in a flashback in Arkham Knight. There's a figure up there. But yeah, it's odd. It's odd. Yeah, Poison Ivy and Harley look so cold. Yeah, because in this remaster, they give everything like a blue tint as well. So anyone who's half naked, you're like, are you alright? Are you okay? You're not freezing? It's weird. So, yeah. But on the plus side, Harley and Sorkin voicing her, and script-wise, she does exactly what a Harley would do because her creator's writing her. Just a shame about the look. But, yeah. Let's focus on the other villains because some of the redesigns of this are gnarly. Fair enough, that's true. Your male gaze is directed at someone else. I don't blame you. He's a buff boy. I think this is the bulkiest he looks out of the three. Anyway, Harley Quinn, like that outfit would have been, and this is concept art. That outfit would have been your male gaze. The male gaze. It's a term in media that refers to sexualizing traditionally. Obviously, it's black and white, kind of like they weren't thinking terminology, but traditionally it means appealing to the male gaze is sexualizing a female character just for the sake of making people go, oh, they're hot. The female gaze exists too, and the use of the female gaze is now becoming more apparent in media on purpose to sort of like normalize like sexy just being an element but not like being pandering to men. The Marvel films do the female gaze like no series has ever done it before, which is why you will always get a shot, even though Paul Rudd, like Scott Lang isn't a honky character, there's a topless shot of Scott Lang and Ant-Man. You know, Thor is topless at least once in every movie. Like, they do it on purpose, and they're doing it to like balance the scales out. It should just be called the gaze, really. G-A-Z-E. Nightwing's better than Batman in that regard. Nightwing is a massive product of the female gaze in recent years, absolutely. They have been showing his arse off like crazy in the comics. Yeah, that costume though, like we're saying, that costume is amazing. I've never ever thought any computer-generated person looked hot. I don't know, there's something about the Keeley Hawes era Lara in the PS2, PS3 trilogy, but I think that's not because it's like, oh god, yeah, she's gorgeous. It's more just like the physicality of the role, like, it's a confident person. The delivery of the lines and everything, and she's not PS1 era boobs and all this stuff. Like, she's more natural looking, and they play on her elegance and her cheekiness, and it's, you know, the fact that she can kick ass, and it kind of makes to me, I was like, I kind of fancy PS2/3 era Lara Croft. Transformers series ep on Megafox, so excellent. It is. It talks about the male gaze. Spidey was smoking. Spidey looked hot in the PS4 game. We know how you feel about Jessica Rabbit. It's okay. You joke, but part of me definitely does. And there's a Jessica Rabbit little statuette from Disneyland Paris I think it's Disneyland Paris in the bedroom. An Arkham Asylum psychiatrist assigned to treat the Joker, Dr. Harleen Quinzel instead became obsessively fixated on her patient, believing herself to be in love with him. She helped him escape confinement and took on her own criminal identity as Harley Quinn. Quinn is a violent and unpredictable felon whose only motivation beyond general mayhem is achieving the Joker's approval. Keely Horsman, don't we all? Because of his cruel and mercurial nature, this in some ways makes her just another one of his victims, albeit a very dangerous one. This outfit looks amazing. Real name, Dr. Harleen Quinzel. Did you know about the single frame you don't get to see Jessica Rabbit? Yeah, they have removed that from every digital release and every disc release. But yeah, the animators were having fun with that one. I don't think I've ever fancied someone famous. Not even a cartoon. Dr. Harleen Quinzel, occupation, professional criminal. Base of operations, Gotham City. City of love. Eyes blue, hair blonde, height 5'7". Weight 140 pounds. First appearance, Batman. Harley Quinn issue 1, October 1999. Not her first appearance, obviously. Her first appearance was an animated series, but they're talking about comics. And that was the first appearance of her in comic form after the Batman New Adventures, because Mad Love, I think, had been printed before that. Surprising strength and stamina. Superior gymnastic skills. Total disregard for human life. And like the Joker, she's a homicidal psychotic who escapes easy classification.
Try the radio.
No, we ain't, dude.
Control should be able to shut down the gate.
Harley thinks she has me trapped in this chamber. She never was very bright.
Here we go. See, that's the thing with this game. The blue hue that they've given it is not great. But the natural lighting looks really good. They've not given it a photo mode or anything, have they? They've not, no. Sorry.
I'm patching you into the guard radio feed.
Steve, more Blackgate prisoners. By the boiler. Who's that behind them?
Nightwing's not in this game now.
He's free. How'd he break
He's in the next one.
Sorry, down.
I don't think she and Ivy have the history we know yet. Oh.
I'll keep trying.
Here we go. These things are going to become your least favourite thing in the world, folks. With an now this, she has got one PhD, but that's the thing. She's sort of gone goo-goo for Joker in a way. She's like his weakness. The way I've always seen it as, whenever she's with him, like, reason and sense go bye-bye. The further away she gets, either because he's incarcerated or because she goes and spends time away, she comes more to her senses. But by this point, she's still kind of snapped. She was always a baddie. She was just waiting to go off. But yeah. In this story, she's very much Joker's sidekick in the animated series style. In the next game, she's way more active, and in Arkham Knight, she's her own crime boss. But anyway, this guy. This is one of the best takes on the Riddler ever. Why? Because he gets under your skin, as you are going to find out over the course of this playthrough. But also, massive props to Wally Wingert, who plays him. His voice is spot on, because he is going to get on your tits. Story. With an obsessive-compulsive need for attention, Edward Nygma is determined to be the most outlandish of Gotham City's criminals, concocting elaborate series of clues and riddles around his crimes. Batman has proven a worthy opponent capable of deducing the Riddler's plans, but Nygma is dedicated to creating a mystery the Dark Knight will not be able to solve in time. He's not, as he's not Jim Carrey. No, Jim Carrey was doing an impression of Frank Gorshin and also a Jim Carrey character, which was enjoyable. But it's not a great Riddler. This Riddler is God-tier Riddler. Eddie Nashton, aka Edward Nigma, professional criminal from Gotham City, blue eyes, brown hair, height 6'1", weight 183 pounds. First appearance, Detective Comics 140 from October 1948. Genius intellect, driven by a need to test his wits against law enforcement by leaving clues to his planned crimes. Compulsive need for attention. Oh.
Oh, no, you don't, Mr. B-Man. We're in control now.
Warning. Decontamination. Toxins detected.
Damn it! They're trapped in there.
Warning. Decontamination. Area.
Shoot.
What is that stuff?
Joker toxin. Listen, the room is full of poison gas. Anyone caught in there is dead.
Are you gonna get in there and help them, Batman?
No, I'm just gonna sit here. Of course I am. I'm freaking Batman, mate. That's what I do, son.
I think I can still see people alive in the room.
You gonna get there and help the Batman?
People, they're still moving.
I should hope so too, fam.
This isn't a simple escape attempt. The Joker's been planning this.
Help me!
Oh wait, hang on.
Please help me!
You're gonna
There's a
be
dude back
fine.
there.
Stay here.
Batman's here! Just hold on a little longer, Steve.
Oof.
I can't! I'm gonna fall!
Where's Steve? Oh, he's up there. Come on now, Steve. Don't be a dick. Let's get you up.
going after the
Lickety
animal who did
slick. Quick. What? I don't know.
Batman! The extraction system! Steve was trying to get to the control panel at the end of the room!
I can't believe he left me here.
Oh. Who's still watching? Shoot your arms. I'm drooling heavily. Batman? Well, I will do that.
Attention. Air purity is now at normal levels.
He's such a knob.
Decontamination room access is now permitted.
Woo! Go Batman! You rock! Joker doesn't stand a chance.
Just inspecting every possible avenue. Yeah, it is a dark environment, is old Arkham. You'd be the one who always gave a pep talk. Hey Batman, I love you! You were done! I keep like trying to explore stuff, but then I remember save that for later.
Are you going after Joker now? When you find him, hit him for me.
Oh.
Central Control, please respond. If you can hear me, Batman is down here with us.
What are you waiting for? So close. We can almost taste it.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I'd get the Carter on this place as well. It's mucky. It's a mucky area with a mucky Batman. Arthur Batman and his mucky ways. Are we going for Arthur Batman? Is that Batman's Spider-Man name? Arthur Batman. Just making sure there's nothing around here that I've missed. Some kind of trinket or treat. No, not Arthur Batman. What are we having then? If Spider-Man was Alan Spiderman, who's Batman? Believe me, you'll want to get all the scenes. Batman. Batman, Batman. His name is Batman, Batman.
What took you so long?
There's no escape, Joker. I will find you.
Oh, I'm counting on it. Just not yet.
Yet. Dave. Jonathan Batman. Hello, I'm Jonathan Batman.
He's a big one.
He's Brucey. He's a Brucey bonus. I forgot what my buttons were. Oh. Martha, why did you say that name? Ah, yes, the old Martha, why did you say that name? Batarang and dodge! Oof, I'm still getting used to the controls again. I'm so tuned into Spidey, the fact that they're not exactly the same is confusing my brain. Did you send them reference pics, Emma? Don't be daft. I'm sure you don't look like a Titan creature. Ah, oh, damn it.
Myself need stronger test subjects. Seeing as how I'm feeling generous, I'll give you this one for free. Knock me off, I dare you. End this. Pull the plug. Stop me once and for all. Oh, you're getting too predictable, Bats. Well, I'd love to stay and chat, but I have a party to organize. I've got guests flying in from all over Arkham. You'll see.
Well.
Batman, I'm over here.
Wayne Tech upgrades! Yep. Okay. What should we get first? Special combo throw. We'll get the combo throw first. I wanted him to overbalance, fall off, look like a rat ball.
Quick, get in here before more of them come. Batman, I'm over here!
Yeah, I can see you, mate.
It came out of nowhere. I dragged Jerry in here. Powered up.
This was a Snyder film, he would have pulled a gun out and
Must
shot
have passed
him.
out.
Joker went through that door. What's on the other side?
We call it extreme isolation.
Adele.
Only way in is via the transport system.
Oh, extreme isolation. There you go, they're
Not a
practicing
problem.
self-isolation.
I'll just need to call another cell. Okay. Something's wrong here. The main security loop is locked.
Having a little little trouble up there?
Joker.
You were expecting maybe Two-Face?
There's no escape, Joker.
Silly bat! I don't want to escape. I'm having way too much fun. I even have you here to give a smile on my face.
Not for long.
Really? We'll see. Ta-ta! Oh, I forgot to say. Just in case you were planning on following me, I've arranged a little insurance. Gordon is on his way to Harley as we speak.
Officer Bowles.
Officer's balls.
If I see you trying to follow me, he dies. Harley's looking forward to it. Maybe I'll film it and post it on the internet.
The transport system is down.
He's got a big pair of balls on him, hasn't he?
Open the door you came in. Sorry.
I should go back to the holding cells. Bowles wasn't too smart. He'll have left a trail.
Okay, we veer left, we'll get there quicker.
Batman, what's happening?
Joker's escaped. He sealed himself off. He's got your father.
Dad.
Don't worry.
Imagine the balls on that guy.
Okay, I know, but...
Oracle, I'm getting him back. Joker will not win. I won't let him. I'm starting where he was taken. A guard named Frank Bowles attacked him. If I find Frank, I'll find your father.
Bruce, hurry, please.
Yeah, don't call me Bruce on open communication. Come on, Barbara. Don't be an idiot.
You're wondering how I did it? Was it a clue the great detective missed? Oh, me and Frankie go way back. I got him out of the spot of bother a few years ago. So when need security codes for an old man to be cut under the ground, I know just the man to ask.
Hey! It was Justice League, yeah. I wonder, can I do what I think I can do yet? No, can't do the scans yet. We'll be back here. We'll be back here.
I hope that hurt, Big.
Man, that's funny. The look on his face. Not even a look. It's the...
Oof! There we go. There we go. So we need to go backwards. Can we take the cameras out? I don't think we can. Oh! Oh, we can!
Oracle, I'm at the holding cells.
So
I'm setting up a crime scene.
So what's the plan? Isolate something in that room unique to Bowles?
Exactly.
What?
Bowles dropped his flask. Sloppy. Let's see what the forensic scanner picks up. I can follow traces of alcohol from Frank's bourbon in the atmosphere. Oracle, I've got a trail.
That's great. You follow it. I'm grabbing every reference to Arkham I can find. Maybe useful later.
Trail is getting weaker. I'm heading in the wrong direction.
God, Kevin Conroy is Batman, man. He is the best Batman. Love him. He's so good. Let's face it, he's the voice that most of us hear when we think of Batman, or we read a Batman book. This is good. Stick around for this. Arkham is a place in Lovecraft books, yeah. He's such a devious bastard, isn't he? It is indeed, yeah.
What's wrong with this thing? Stupid. Unreliable. How did Joker get...
Be quiet.
What's going on?
Dude, shut the hell up.
B-Man. Mr. J doesn't want you following us just yet.
Oh god.
No way you're following us now. You're trapped down there till me and Mr. J are ready for you.
You mean you don't leap dramatically everywhere you
Gordon
go?
was taken up to the surface in the elevator. If I want to follow them, I'll need to do this the old-fashioned way.
But first, here it is. The first of many. Brace yourselves, folks. These are great.
Harleen Quinzel?
Call me Harley. Everyone does.
I'm surprised you want to intern here at Arkham.
I've always had a thing for extreme personalities. You can't deny there's an element of glamour to these super criminals.
I'll warn you right now. These are hardcore psychotics. They'd rather kill you than speak to you.
I'm sure
Thank you, Gamer
I'll
Nerd.
be fine, Doctor.
They'll eat you for breakfast. I mean it. 1 or 2 of them will enjoy it too. Be careful.
These are the patient interviews. These will crop up for some of the characters throughout the game, so you're going to get to learn about them if you've never met them before or you just want to know more. This is how it's going to happen. We also have a new bio. Is it Frankie Balls? Frank has been working at Arkham for 8 years. He has twice been suspended for drinking on the job and regularly holds poker evenings in the guard rooms. Frank is desperate to be top dog at Arkham. He fails to recognise that he's considered untrustworthy and generally disliked. Frank Bowles, Arkham Asylum guard, Gotham City, brown hair, brown eyes, black hair, height 6 foot, weight 180 pounds. First appearance this game. Arrogant belief that he is the best guard in Arkham. Uses sarcasm to cover up insecurities and failures, and violent temper has resulted in many injuries to patients. So, not a nice guy. Frankie Bowles is a big old assholes. And again, we can't scan yet, but this is creepy looking, isn't it? We don't have the scan ability; it gets locked later on. But we will be back in this room. Don't you fret. Can't do anything with that yet. So shopper cafe near tea would be nice. Not in Arkham, I'm afraid, Dale. A little shop. Oh, I love a little shop. In Gallifreyan loves a little shop. Love the music as well. The score for this game is beautiful. I think the best score for all 3 of the Rocksteady ones is Arkham Knight. Oh, sorry, Arkham City. Arkham City.
I've got a little something for you to listen to. Harley, it's about you. With the old man.
Can you hear the audio for the game well, by the way?
Hey, Frank, where you been?
Oh, that's nice, Chewie.
They're coming around the front of the asylum. Gotta stop them getting in. Quick, get over there. Damn, come on, everyone, cover the main entrance. How many are there, Bowles? Hang on, how the hell do you know what... Bowles! Frank, what are you doing? No, put it down!
that's for later.
Mike, what the hell? Quick! It's clear. Get your ass in here.
It's some piece of work, Frankie.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Stop flooding the hideout, Harley.
Don't worry, sweetie. You know I only have eyes for you.
Nice one, thanks guys.
That sounds like chapter 5. Another valuable employee for the organization.
This is something we can't do anything about just yet. Problem is I keep exploring because I keep remembering, oh yeah, go that way.
Multiple security breaches on level B4.
Oh, the camera naturally shifts to the height. Of course it bloody does. So again, for those who are watching, who has played this or watched a playthrough of this before?
Arkham Asylum is at level red alpha. All Category 1 patients will be pacified on site.
Alright, I need to Sarkasian in the comments there. Knockips! Yeah, this game doesn't have alternate outfits. It only has one, and it's for the challenge maps. But Arkham City gets plenty of alternate outfits. And we have the scan ability. You ready?
I am the spirit of Amadeus Arkham. Through my actions, I have saved this cursed city, though my own curse is to forever remain in the shadows. My story is carved into the very soul of Arkham, and will only be revealed to those dedicated enough to discover it.
So, if you've read Arkham Asylum, A Serious House and Serious Earth, you know a little bit about Amadeus Arkham. Just a little bit, just a snippet. You'll learn more as we go along.
Joker was right. It's easy. Bring it home! They don't stand a chance. He's here!
To the gamers.
Batman, how's it going? Any sign of Dad?
Not yet, but I'm getting close. Harley Quinn tried to slow me down, dropped an elevator on me.
Did it work?
Of course not. I'll get back to you when I reach the end of the trail.
Merlin, so we can't go through there yet. That's what we unlock later.
Please! I got a kid. You don't have to. Right. I don't have to.
So, for those of you keeping score, a lot of these are Blackgate prisoners, the penitentiary in Gotham. Blackgate prisoners were brought
Joker's men have taken
into
control of the
Arkham
cell
because
block
apparently they've been
transfer
transferred
corridor.
for
That's not good.
reasons.
I patched into a guard radio. It sounds
They're
like
all
Joker's crew
Jokers.
have got their hands on weapons.
I know.
All Joker's
I'll
men.
calibrate the Cowl's vision mode to isolate armed henchmen. The direct approach is suicide. Need to be smart. Find a different way past them.
One fault of this game is detective mode works so well, the temptation is to spend the entire game playing detective mode.
Yeah, he's a dead man walking.
Neither do I, Rebecca. They're insane. Shoot. made a massive mistake there. I pressed the wrong button because I thought it was Spider-Man. I pressed the Spider-Man button. What a fool. What an idiot. Oh my god. Joker's taking over the asylum, Tom. They just spent several hours in detective mode without realising it before. Yeah, it's because it's just super helpful. Special combo takedown. Power up the Batarang during combos of users knock down thugs. Doubles the power of normal combo strikes when strikes are timed perfectly. Yes, we'll have that one. There's a guy up there.
No problem, boss. The boys are just finishing off. The Arkham chumps never stood a chance.
Oh, good. Our friendly neighborhood rodent is on his way. You need to set a trap. He must not leave this building. Do you understand me? Oh, look who it is. Are your pointy ears burning? I suppose I'd better warn my boys you're on the way. Hey, maybe I won't. It'll be a nice surprise.
Also, just to clarify for everybody, unconscious. Spider-Man is much more bright and colourful than this. That's true. 13 hours and 20 minutes. Get some sleep. Hey, Gamer Nerd. Thank you for the follow. That one slipped by me. Hello. If you are watching right now, Gamer Nerd, good day.
Ding, 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 dong. Arkham Asylum is now under new management. Here's a quick update on what's going on. Attention, we have an escape.
Thanks for the host, Chewie.
Should be considered costumed and dangerous. Personally, I think the best solution is to put him out of this misery. It's the only reliable cure.
Oh, fair enough. So you're doing it to sort of like counterbalance out insomnia, perhaps?
He doesn't stand a chance. Oh, you guys are the best. Well, best I could find on such short notice. What's that supposed to be?
Man down! Man down!
No.
Joker wants him found. Spread out. He could be anywhere. Then keep your eyes open. Now move.
So we've got these three.
Boys, he's just one man. One
man dressed like a lunatic and armed to the teeth. Go get him!
He's gonna get me, I know it.
Important day today, episode 200 of the Big Damn Cast. That is true! Tonight! The 200th episode, 2 Centenary. The Big Damn Cast is out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, etc. Our pop culture podcast. And I won't give too much away, but we had something special planned for it, so listen to it whenever you can, tonight, tomorrow, whenever. The YouTube version's up tomorrow at 6, as usual. We did something a bit different. Something a little bit different. So give it a listen when you can.
Where is he?
Oh god. The big 200. Yeah, well that was the thing in this. It's only really in this one that the takedown is a problem, because in Arkham City, you can break out of the takedown animation. So if someone's coming, you can be like, oh, and just get back up. But also the gadget variety helps too in the later games. Spidey nails it. Oh, nice one, Tom! Oms for Tom! Tom! Only ever listened to one podcast that's about how shite the One Show is. What? A podcast about that? What? That's very specific. Ooh. Kind of like that. That's quite funny. The One Show, the one show. Brilliant. Who's that one by? John Holmes. Alright, I'll have to give that a listen because that's quite funny.
It's just the two of you now. Bet you're wondering which one of you will be next. I know I am.
Go on. Spread out. Oh god, they're staying too close together. They're meant to split up out of fear. Sorry, they're meant to split up and explore, but they're staying together out of fear. I wonder... Can we get this now because we've unlocked the scan ability? No, not yet. It gets unlocked after the Riddler challenges kick in proper.
Listen, then. I'm reasonably sure there's no truth to the rumor Batman drinks human blood. At least I don't think so.
If only such thing about Kids TV, people who worked at Kids TV as a podcast existed. I know, if only it existed. Out of the broom cupboard, 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 out of the broom cupboard. Yeah, that's true. If you're a patron of Out of the Broom Cupboard, 6 PM we're doing another live episode on Saturday. Which should be fun. We had fun last time. I'm planning to sort of do one every 2 weeks. Who could host such a thing? Can you guess them via Skype? Well, so far it's a hangout one. It's basically like an unplugged session of me doing chinwags with everybody about stuff. But I'm looking into options to maybe do... It wouldn't be proper episodes, so it'd be people who'd already been on the show doing like a hangout. So we'll see. We'll see. It's because when the show's done, I guess you're not doing CBC anymore. No, I haven't worked for them for a while. Might be more of a Barney Howard idea. Not getting him on, bloody hell. So
I think I'm going to cry.
Can't control him in a live environment. So, but yeah, it's mostly because I want it when people listen back to the series as it is. I don't want there to be talk of COVID, coronavirus. I want it to be its own beast. I don't want it to get bogged down in current events. What are you trying to say, eh? Barney is bloody impossible to control and filter. That's all I'm saying.
Patient interview number 1.
Oh.
So, I'm your first, am I, Toots?
Oh, yeah.
You know what they say.
Well, it's not that.
You never forget your first time. I'll try to make it memorable for you.
Oh, you already have. Tell me, why do you do the things you do?
Why do you think I do it?
Fame, notoriety, a desire to stand out from the crowd, a wicked sense of humor.
You're good. How did you figure me out, Doc? I've had doctors poking around in here for years, and no one was as astute, and if you don't mind my saying, beautiful.
He does, yeah.
You.
Really?
That's not why.
You're just playing.
I'm not going into it.
Well, you'll never know, will you? Unless...
Unless what? Tell me.
So those who know Harley's origin story can see where this is going. Poor thing. Well, she already was a villain. It's just more of a villain when she teams up with the Joker. Ah, the classic Batman character, the Jokester. The Jokester. Come on, Batman. Oh, that's PS3 logic, but come on. Yeah, like, I don't allow swearing in the podcast itself. I always censor it, so... Oh dear!
Joker must have figured out how I was tracking Gordon. Officer Bowles' trail stops here.
That was the picture from his office. Dear. We're in lockdown.
Yes, it is I, Edward Nigma, the Riddler, and more importantly, your intellectual superior. My genius has allowed me to easily hack into your primitive communications.
Yeah, I know.
My goal is simple. You complete a series of amusingly taxing challenges, and, well, you'll see. Ready for your first one? Good. But be careful. Don't cut yourself on this sharply observed portrait.
Yeah, I got on, Barney, but I'm not getting into it. So stop asking. Right, don't cut yourself on this sharply observed portrait. Are you ready?
So you did it. Well done. I would have expected a child to work that one out, let alone the world's greatest detective.
So the Riddler is here, and he's in my ear. And he's an irritating bastard.
Over here!
Alright, dude. You're right there. Before we carry on, do you remember I was faffing around in that guardhouse? Do we want the Riddler here? We do not want the Riddler here. He's not in the prison, the Riddler. Well, we'll see. No spoilers. See that? The clue we had was a puzzle has many sides, but only some are visible. Alright. Look at that.
Don't get too full of yourself, Dark Knight. It only gets harder from here.
Tom Marvolo Riddler. No, Voldemort's a murderer. This guy's just plain irritating. Are there any other clues in this area? No. Okay. Oof. It's in Gotham Starbucks.
It was a massacre.
He's good, and Wally Winger.
He's brilliant. To cover the front entrance. Said something about Joker's army coming through the main gate. 2 of my guys moved to the exit, and Frank shot him dead. They never stood a chance.
He is.
Was Bowles alone?
It's
Thought he was.
superb casting.
Then I saw Harley Quinn. She was surrounded by Black Gate prisoners. They were just killing everyone in the room. I had no choice. I got in here, locked the door. I could see it on the security feed. They had someone with them. It looked like the commissioner.
Bowles is dead.
I've got to figure him out.
They carried on without him. Must have outlived his usefulness.
Good. He was scum.
Batman's scary scowl carved onto the mask. I like that, because the criminals
sorry,
will be
buddy.
like, oh my god. Here we go. You don't know jack about Gotham. Tune in to find out. I know what this one is. There'll be also be other riddles, so it's always worth popping back on here just to see what flashes. You don't know jack about Gotham. Easy scum, easy go.
We apologize for this interruption to our regular broadcast. Jack Ryder is live from the Gotham Bay area with some breaking news.
This is Jack Ryder with breaking news in the Gotham Bay.
Story! Jack Ryder is an investigative reporter turned controversial talk show host, well known for his aggressive manner and his determination to get to the truth. What his viewers don't realise is that he's also the Creeper. Although he comes back in Arkham City and Arkham Knight, and he's not the Creeper. So this is more just talking about the comics. A garishly coloured vigilante who Ryder can, with effort, turn into at will, who dresses like it's 1977. Although at that point the Creeper's manic personality takes over, the Creeper is usually on the side of good and just barely on the side of sanity. The Creeper, who's in the last broadcast episode of Batman the Animated Series of New Batman and Robin Adventures, is an investigative reporter working in Gotham City. Eyes are blue, hair black, 6 foot, 194 pounds. Showcase issue 73 from 1968 was his first appearance. No wonder his look is creepering me out. Yeah, he's using. There's the colours of the Creeper hidden in his costume design. Determined reporter, known for his aggressive pursuit of stories, famous for his controversial talk show, secret identity, alter ego.
We are getting reports of an armed siege on Arkham Island. 2 minutes ago, Joker broadcast to all news channels this chilling message.
Greetings, Gotham. This is the voice of your new master. Oh, hang on. I skipped a bit. Joker here. I'm in control of Arkham Island, and you can all consider it out of bounds. If I see any lawmen, vigilantes, or do-gooders in tights coming this way, I'll start detonating random bombs around the city. What'll it be? A kindergarten? A hospital? A billionaire's mansion? Oh, choices, choices, choices.
All access to the island has been restricted. Airspace is closed off, and early reports suggest that Batman himself is trapped on the island. We'll be right here, reporting live on any developments. Back to the studio.
Thanks, Jack. More as it happens.
By sheer coincidence, an Amazon game I ordered on the cheap ages ago, PS4 game, appeared today. And it's Lego DC Supervillains. The most recent time Mark Hamill's performed as the Joker. Bats ain't trapped. Well, he's going pretty deep into the asylum. Never alone in the asylum. Robin does not come to help. So the loose canon of these stories, Tim Drake is currently Robin. But he's not mentioned in this game, I don't think. Aside from maybe by... what's it? Sorry, 1 second. Getting a phone. Phone call. Sorry, folks. Phone call from the family. I said I'm broadcasting from 2. Stepmom went, okay. And then she rang. Let's make the loading screen have Yoko say things. That's what it's for! But no one ever gets naughty with it. Right. Let's get this back up. Hope everything else is okay. Yeah, it's fine. Is everything alright? She went, oh yeah, nothing naughty. Just need to talk to you. I was like, okay. Is anything important? She went, no, just got to ask you a couple questions about some stuff. Oh, okay, bye. Yeah, they're all good. I have a lot of family. My it's naughty. Yeah, my mum and dad have remarried, and my mum has then remarried a few times over, so I have quite a lot of family. Oh, excuse me. To the point where there's that many of us trying to keep in touch with each other, we just sort of resort to just being like, "You all good? Yep, you too. Great, no worries. Hopefully see you soon." Like little text exchanges. Because it's easier than trying to keep up with everyone. We're all too wholesome and poor. Here we go. Pretty much. Yeah. Yeah. They are. Wayne Enterprises over there. There's the 2 armed hostiles.
the intensive treatment building. Now, we can't just have him up and leave us, can we? Every thug, villain, murderer,
Blimey, Rebecca.
kindergarten teacher that isn't carrying out party orders should head there now and smash it to pieces.
Oracle, disable the Batmobile's countermeasure system.
I saw the alert. What's wrong? Where are you?
Yeah, the rain is was perfected for this
Harley Quinn
reboot.
probably
As
triggered
you can
the
see,
alarm.
it's on the camera
If
too.
she's still got Gordon with her, he could get hurt.
Okay, done. The Batmobile is still parked up outside the intensive treatment building in Arkham North. I've sent you the schematics for the entire island. I've marked key locations like your car.
Thanks, Oracle.
So here's Arkham Island in full.
I heard what happened on the news. Thought you bringing Joker back here was a good thing.
So did I. Stay here while I deal with this.
Take patient interview. Subject has no recorded name. Alias listed as the Joker. In the room is Warden Sharp and myself, Dr. Young.
Is this another one of those boring psych evaluation tests?
No, it's not. So, you're the famous Joker.
In the flesh. So, Doc, do you want me to look at the ink blots again? The first one is a kitten I had when I was a child. The second is, let's see, a dead elephant. The third is a...
Funny. Now let's skip the jokes.
Skip the jokes? Hey, Sharpie, didn't she get my permanent record? Be quiet, clown.
Every doctor that has ever interviewed you claims a different type of psychosis. Everything from multiple personality disorders to, well, the list is endless.
I do my best.
Well, I don't believe it. Anything can be cured given a correct treatment.
And you think you can cure me?
Oh, I know I can.
How do you think Dr. Young gets on, folks? X to doubt. Now, like we said before, always check your Riddler challenge, see if there's any clues around. So we've got 3 in this area.
The legacy of this island has been well and truly buried.
We also have...
My challenges appear to those with the correct position in life.
And...
Gotham's greatest family towers over the city.
So we have 3 clues in this area. Let's go find them, shall we? There's a big old statue of Quincy! Quincy!
Batman, you got out. What's happening back there? We got directed over here and then the radios died. They keep playing this damn tune over and over.
Joker's in control of the island. He's responsible for sending you over here.
How did he get out? I mean, you're here and...
An Arkham guard named Frank Bowles betrayed you all. He broke out Joker, who killed him when he was no longer needed.
Some loyalty. Do you need any help?
No. You and your men are safer here. I'll find you if I need anything.
Well, for starters, there is a lot of plotted land around the area. Look over here, there's just like a bench. Oh, release the Kraken. The Kraken is here! Adam! Hey! The Kraken made it! He's been fighting pirates! Thank you for the host, Adam! You beautiful boy! How are you doing today? We are back in the Asylum. Revisit one of my favourite games because these folks voted for it. Over on Instagram, if you're a new viewer, you can vote for them. Go to Instagram, follow me, official CDJ, and keep an eye on my story. Now we have a cemetery. Is that a little outhouse? Caretaker shack?
Of course you found that one easy. You were supposed to.
Let's see. Is there any gravestones that are a lot more detailed than others? There's going to be one that's more elaborate. No. Oh shoot! Oh shoot! Yeah, that's a little more elaborate, I'd say, wouldn't you? Dr. Amadeus Arkham. It looks like it's recently been dug up.
You are performing just below my predicted expectations. At this rate, you'll never beat me.
Amadeus Arkham founded the Elizabeth Arkham Asylum for the criminally insane, naming it after his mother, whom he euthanized as treatment for her dementia. Building it on the old grounds of his family's historic mansion on the outskirts of Gotham, Amadeus personally treated its first patient, Martin Mad Dog Hawkins, who had killed Amadeus's wife and daughter. After administering fatal electroshock treatments to Hawkins, Amadeus lost all grip on his sanity and was admitted to his own institution. Amadeus Arkham. Occupation, psychiatrist. It's played by Roger Delgado, based on that picture. He's in Gotham City, or was. Eyes blue, hair brown, height 5'11". He was 175 pounds, and his first appearance was in Batman issue 258 in October of 1974. Hey, Richard Bale! We're alright. Lou sprained her arm, but she's soldiering through because she can't help herself. Yeah, we're not bad. Highly respected psychiatrist until his fall to insanity, heir to the Arkham land and fortune, and a delusional schizophrenic. Amadeus, 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 Amadeus. Right, Amadeus, Amadeus. Now, what was that one about Gotham's most influential family? Where was that view? Was it over this way? Yes, it was. Tempted to make a cup of tea? Hey. Don't let watching me stop you getting the good stuff in your system. Is that another dug grave, or is it just the lighting? Oh, good lord. That texturing has not been looked at. Something towers over, yeah?
I'd have solved all the puzzles by now.
Bruce Wayne! Born into the wealthy Wayne family, Bruce Wayne had an idyllic childhood, although he was given a strong sense of justice by his moralistic and philanthropic parents, Thomas and Martha. After their violent murder at the hands of a mugger, Bruce dedicated his life to battling the criminal element that took their lives. Riddler is a lad, isn't he? Rocking that turtleneck. He left Gotham for many years to train his mental and physical abilities across the globe, finally returning to take up the mantle of the Dark Knight. This single sale, we also created artwork of the creatures of the deep. Nice work! Did many sink or did many sail? What was the overwhelming consensus? Hey, WWE fan men 19 Gaming, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome aboard, everybody. Did your Jason Statham impression? I don't do this anymore, Mac. CEO Philanthropist. Based in Gotham City, eyes blue, hair black, 6'2", suspiciously the same as Batman. £210. First appearance, Detective Comics 27, May 1939. Yeah, spoiler alert, he's Batman. Trained to physical and mental peak, arsenal of gadgets, vehicles, and advanced technology. Inventor, detective, genius-level intelligence, expert in most known forms of martial arts. Trained in all aspects of criminology. Mastery of the physical sciences. Computer expert. Master of disguise, photographic memory, trained in stealth and espionage techniques. Expert escape artiste. Well built, well hung, and well up for it. And the last one was about perspectives. They'll be somewhere in this area. I wonder if they have separate cards. Because he's not Batman, is he? Of course not. Oh, we'll get back to that. Oh, there's so much stuff that I want to do, but you can't do it yet. Joker turns 80 on the 25th this month. He does. They had a lot of comic book events planned, but obviously they're putting it back now, which is fair enough. I'd rather, like Jim Lee said in an interview on Kevin Smith's podcast this week, they'd rather that people be happy and healthy and ready to enjoy the event together than release it digitally and not everybody being able to play out in the world of Batman just yet. So I get that. Oh, Bruce Wayne must have dressed as Batman at least once for the shits and giggles. Surely. In case you're wondering, I'm just having a little bit of an explore. Many sail on the 7 seas of the pond. Brilliant. A success then. A rip-roaring success. You know, Bruce Wayne's not Batman, is he, guys? That's ridiculous. He can't be Batman. Well, there's... I can't remember which comic it is, but there's one where, like, they confirm... I think it was based on a Tumblr post initially, but they confirm... What's for dinner today? We're eating the rest of Lucy's minced onion pie, because we got some gravy granules today, so we're able to enjoy it now.
That was one of the easy ones.
Yeah, it was a Tumblr post I think ended up getting added to the canon of the comics. People thought it was great. That Bruce Wayne has a lot of online internet profiles where he pretends to be people pushing... Oh! I dropped the Flash after season 3. It just wasn't for me anymore, but I'm glad it's doing well and I'm really glad people enjoy it. What was I getting at? Oh yeah, Batman. The Batman, we'll look for that other clue later, guys. Batman. There you go. Upskirt. Yeah, the post was that Batman creates fake profiles on Tumblr so that people talking about, like, oh yeah, Bruce Wayne's Batman, here's my theory, so that people just dismiss it as crazy, the ramblings of a crazy lunatic.
What's happening? I got a radio call about 30 minutes ago. Told me to come here and wait for more orders.
That call saved your life. Stay here.
Got time for an upgrade. Yes! Grabbing them from underneath the gargoyles. You're damn right we're taking that one now. That one's one of my favourite moves to do, and we are having it. Hello, baseball player. Welcome aboard. I'm trying to remember where the sightline thing is. I think it's something that, based on where we are, we'll be able to see it better later. And that's fine. You can't get every Riddler thing the whole time, because as you can probably guess, we return to a lot of places in this game as it goes forward. What is Persona is.
I can't believe it. They killed Jackson.
Stay
Not Jackson.
I'm ending this.
Oms for Jackson, guys. Oms and Fs to pay respects to Jackson. Where's Eric Roberts? Not here, unfortunately. He's not dressed for the occasion. F for red shirt Jackson. Not Jackson. Not Jackson. They took out my boy Jackson. God damn. Not Jackson. Not Jacko. Not Jacko Jackson. Captain Maxon. What happened there?
This area is falling apart. It's not safe to use the grapple.
Oh, I have to do the other side. What is it about people with J? Oh, 1 o'clock at the start of the weekend. You got Friday off. Nice.
There's a supply of explosive gel in the trunk of the Batmobile. I may need it.
Here we go.
Harley trashed the car.
What's the worst Batman game I've played?
You need to search the area around the Batmobile.
The ones I've played.
Clues to where she took Gordon.
Batman Beyond Return of the Joker on N64, and I've got it with me. But it is bad. The PlayStation version was apparently better.
Search every nook and cranny. I want everyone found. Hey, I don't want anyone missing the party. I'm too good a host.
At least the Red Triangle Gang.
That one could have been solved by a monkey. But good job, nevertheless.
Screw you, Riddler. Tweedledum and Tweedledee! Cousins with uncanny resemblance to each other, Deaver and Dumfried Tweed both shared criminal leanings and fixation on Lewis Carroll's Alice in Wonderland. Teaming up, they've modelled themselves after Tweedledum and Tweedledee from that book, planning often outrageous, absurdist schemes to trap the Batman. 2 days off each month in addition to our usual holidays is sort of a morale booster. Nice! Wine o'clock! Let's just try out Superman 64. It's meant to be. Superman 64 is really bad. Again, its control schemes are just, it's odd. It's bad. Deaver and Dumfried Tweed, professional criminals, Gotham. Brown hair, brown eyes, brown hair. 5 foot 9 inches, quite tall for Tweedledum and Tweedledee. £175, and they were introduced in the 40s, 43, in Detective Comics 74? Drumpf. Obsession with Alice in Wonderland, skilled criminal masterminds, despite being cousins, could pass as identical twins. Have we got any other clues in this area? We do. Now I see it, now you don't. And let's face it, there are 2 dents on the wall. Some of these we won't be able to get to till later. But this one I think we can get to now, if I'm not mistaken.
So what was it that gave it away? The big green glowing question mark?
Oh no, the Riddler thing we spot later. I've just remembered where it is. Never mind. Shadow on the wall. Ba-ba-da.
Joker here. Remember, I'm watching all of you. Wherever you are, even you. Yes, you.
They've been killing guards.
Take patient interview 17. Joker remains uncooperative. My earlier diagnosis remains true. I believe he enjoys his persona too much.
What's up, Doc?
Today I thought we'd try something different.
Oh, you make me blush, Doc. I have a girlfriend.
Dr. Quinn's out. I know. I've seen the tapes. I saw what happened.
What can I say? I'm a charmer.
Anyway, I thought it would be good to talk about your childhood.
Oh, ever heard of romance, Doc? I don't give up the goods for free. You'll have to try harder.
What are you hiding?
Didn't you hear me? You scratch my back, Doc, and, well, I won't have you wrapped in plastic and left in a gutter.
God, he's good. Was this the game you most want to play out of the 4? It was the one that when I saw it was leaning this way, it gave me the feeling in my jellies, because I love this game. It's one of my favourite games. So I was just like, okay, fair enough. But I'll be honest, I was happy to play any of the 4. So if you want a Riddler trophy, Emma, it was revealed at Toy Fair earlier this year. They are about to release like a massive scale replicas. They'd done it before, but it was more like a limited edition piece of kit. And now they're about to make them available. They'll probably cost a bit, and they are glowing like crazy. They're proper glowing props. But you'll be able to own one soon, should you want to shell out for it as like a freaky geek ornament.
Anyone seen the big bad bat? I warn you, he may look like an idiot and talk like an idiot, but don't let that fool you. He really is an idiot.
It's the explosive gel we got out of the trunk. Buying 300 and filling a room? No, scatter them throughout your local area. Oh, I'm so glad I remembered to do this.
So the great detective has solved a mere 10% of my challenges. Are you ready to give up yet?
So that was a secrets map, which makes finding Riddler stuff a little easier. As you can see, there's loads around this piggin area. We'll get to him. We'll get to him all in time.
Aging Dr. Howard, Dr. Fine Dr. Howard.
Okay, I think Emma's enjoying the potential to be the Riddler a little too much.
It's the sound of me clapping at your success. Oh, you can't? That's because an idiot would have found that trophy.
Yeah, we can't scan that till we've got the thing later on to turn off stuff. Can you fight the Riddler in this? No, you don't physically meet the Riddler in this game. The first time you physically see him is in the next one, Arkham City. As long as you have Riddler trophies, fam.
Strange. This is Gordon's pipe. Barbara gave it to him. There's no way he'd leave it.
That's Gordon's pipe.
Gordon's favorite tobacco. Gordon's smarter than he looks. Left me a trail to follow. Oracle, I found a pipe. It has your father's initials carved on it.
It was a birthday gift I gave him last year. There's no way he'd leave it.
Exactly.
Lock her up, folks.
He's left me a trail to follow.
Get out the straight jacket.
Barbara. The
Give her a
security
crayon,
doors are
stick between her
locked.
toes and draw on the
I'm
wall
going
with.
to have to find another way around to get back on Gordon's trail. The wall ahead is weak enough for my explosive gel to blow through and open up a new path.
Oh, these are things we can't get to till later. Huh. Fucking Western's brother Adam. Let me introduce you to my favourite little detail in this game. This is one of my favourite little details in this game. So, these guys are constructing something. Yeah? At the penitentiary. They are constructing something specifically here. We're going to visit here every now and again. Whenever we're in this area, we're going to visit it. Because it's the visitor centre. Why wouldn't we? But things change in this area every time you come back. Oh, it is. Oh, they've reinvented the genre. The Spider-Man game we've been playing the last 2 weeks nearly, like, the combat in that owes a lot to this combat system. It's a natural evolution.
Sit down.
Why the clock?
Take off your mask. So, Bats, I was thinking, you really could use a friend in here. Someone to talk to, share secrets with. Shall we start with the big one? Who is that behind the mask? Why do you feel the need to go out into the world and fight people like me? Do you really think you can win?
Minty was here.
We'll see.
Creepy, right? Should that be really creepy? Is if we turned around and he's in a slightly different pose. That'd be pretty freaking creepy, wouldn't it? Ugh. Love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. I love it! The angels do indeed have the phone box. Now, that Zaz clue is something I know we can't solve till a bit later. I've watched Living Monsters. I really like Living Monsters. Does Scarecrow's gas break down barriers as it drives you insane? We're not going to find that one for a while. In fact, the Riddler clues in this section are something it takes a little while to get to. So, we're following Gordon's tobacco trail. My dude.
Batman, what's going on? The crazies are moving towards the medical facility. What's Joker doing?
He's trying to take over the island piece by piece. It looks like medical is his next target. Has anyone got out of the building?
I saw a doctor try and get out. He was torn apart. Throw it in the water. He never stood a chance.
You wait here. I'll be back.
Yeah, I unironically love monsters.
Joker here.
The only thing I don't like is the paving slab ending. I think that's just an odd choice, but that's the only thing I don't like about it. I'm sorry, there's a random shack over there. Always check the random shacks. Jackie's amazing in it.
When Project Titan is operational, I believe Joker will be the perfect test subject. Good afternoon. Today I thought I'd skip back to our previous conversations about your family.
Of course. I was born in a small fishing village. I always wanted to join the circus, but my father wouldn't really let me.
I don't believe you.
My father was a cop. 1 week from retirement when the mob...
I've seen the movie. What are you scared of?
Scared?
Yes, scared. There's obviously something. Something that made you what you are.
What if I'm too scared to remember? It hurts too much.
Then I can help you.
What I love about the Angela Young, it's Angela Young, isn't it? Dr. Young, interviews in this game, is that when you find them alongside the Harley Quinn ones, it's different types of manipulation. You're hearing 2 different Joker being interviewed cases, and he treats them both very differently. Ultimately gets the same thing from them, which is just what he wants.
You guys just make it look too easy. Like you're not trying. Which is not what I pay you to do. Find everyone. Now!
My family's blood ran through the heart of Gotham. We were doctors, politicians, and teachers. We have been the organ cleaning the arterial filth from the city. We have been its servants, giving all to protect it. And still it has chosen to hurt us.
A bit more of the Arkham legacy there.
Paging Dr. Howard, Dr. Fine Dr. Howard.
Arkham's Lighthouse. What a treat.
Easy! A blind man would have stumbled over that one.
It's the bat!
Alan Batmonk doesn't work as well as Alan Spider-Man. It's because he's got more moves to unlock as of yet. Plus also this is a 10-plus-year-old control system, and Spider-Man is the perfection of the combat style used in this game. Killed the cop. God damn. Anyway, hello new viewers. Welcome aboard. We're all quite mad here, speaking of.
Hey!
Hey Harley. 1 second. Military grade, spurn, whatever, that's armor upgrade 1. Let's take that.
Scram, bats! This is my me time.
Where's Gordon?
Wouldn't you like to know?
I'm over here.
The boots are pretty cool. The giant wedges. Yeah, I also don't like the use of the word bitch in this, but apparently, according to Paul Dini, he did not write those in. They were added in before the voice records.
Oh, you little freaks. I can never stay mad at you.
Sorry, B-Man. You'll have to find another way. Goodbye now.
This way's blocked. Better search outside for another way in.
You could call over to Jim and be like, don't worry, Jim. I guess not. Don't reassure your friend, Batman. That's fine. Reassurance takes too much time. It's like, hey Jim, it's okay, you're gonna die. I mean, what? Yeah, I suppose he's Batman. He's not the most talkative or pleasant of superheroes, is he? Half the time.
I want all the doctors rounded up. Search every inch of the medical building. I mean it. Search every room, every office, and every trash can. If another doctor tries to run and get out of the building, then you won't. I'll just flood the rooms with happy gas.
Could at least give him a thumbs up. Harley, the further Harley gets away from the Joker, the more the sort of the spell over her, as it were, breaks, and she becomes a bit more anti-heroic. He's not our friendly neighborhood night monkey, that's true. He could do with an iPod, could Batman, couldn't he? Let's see what the riddles are in this area, by the way. So in this building,
Are you going
medical
to
facility.
take your hat off to Harley, Bats? Shh. Rumors persist that Tommy Elliott operates in Arkham. Can it be true?
Is this a bear of Bane's life? Was this Firefly too hot off the press? A question can only be answered from a certain perspective. What silent killer of the oceans can be found in a tiny jar? Tick-tock, newsflash, someone is not getting out of here alive, and this is the generosity of our benefactors on the wane.
Get off of me.
Shut it! Sit down there with the others. Move it!
Okay, I hear you.
Oof.
I'm going.
Why does he need the doctors? I've got to save them.
Will Lucy be up to a playthrough of what? Ah, thank you, Ian, for the plug. Depends on the game, really. When we get to unlocking the 60s bat suit or Batman Forever, you joke, Galfrayan, but the 60s bat suit is available in Arkham Knight. This one's only got one alternate costume and it only appears in the challenges. And it's an armoured version of the suit. I wonder if we can distract them by... Shoot, that one found me. That one found me. That one found me. That one found me. Batman, climb up the ramp, mate. Oh, God. No Bundaroos. Not in this one, alas. Doctor Adventure games on stream. I can't stream my laptop, and also you have to find them again because they're hard to get hold of. Sorry. I used to have them saved, but after a laptop frazzle on the previous one, I lost them.
Paging Dr. Bat! Paging Dr. Bat! Is there a Dr. Bat in the room?
Don't hurt us.
I'm at the door! Nothing here! I'll cover the door!
Yeah, you do that. You cover this door. Driving through the set 60s and 89s. No, that's Arkham Knight. It's weird doing a predatory section in this game where you don't have that much stuff to use yet. Shot in the ass, and you're to blame, darling. You give crime a bad name.
Oh, isn't that cute? Little bats are sleeping. Someone finish him off.
One of the best things about this series is that when you die, the villains get to taunt you. So even though you're dead, even though you screwed up the mission, you died, they give you a little something to make you smile.
Why does
Which
he
is
need the
genius.
doctor? I've got to save them.
It's such a great little little feature.
Stand a cry. Huh? Oh, found someone! Over here!
He's not really seeing them. You ain't seeing them. Quick! Before anyone finds us, takes the sting away. Yeah! It's obvious, like, you get frustrated, you're like, ah, but also fun little animation with the bad guys. Oh god. Hey, we did it.
Hello? Is there a doctor in the house? No? I seem to have a pile of wounded henchmen that need medical attention.
You're safe now.
What's her name? Doctor. Her name is Doctor.
I don't know what happened. One minute we were doing our evening rounds, and the next, armed thugs burst into the room and took us hostage.
Did they have anyone with them?
They took someone into the elevator. I couldn't tell who it was.
Thanks, Richard. Brucey! Brucey!
The elevator appears to have been powered down.
Give me the
You're going to be okay.
We'll be fine.
What about the others? We heard gunfire. They could be dead. We should go and help.
Oh no, I forgot. Dr. Kellerman was in the patient observation room, and Dr. Chen went to surgery.
And Dr. Young went to X-ray.
Okay, stay here. I'll find the other doctors.
Batman saved
Dr.
us.
Young.
I never really believed he existed.
I'll get you out of there.
Dr. Young went to X-ray. That's the doctor in the Joker interviews. Yeah, I love how that's just there just because it's a gothic game. But also, anyone going to question that? Nope. Okay.
Patient interview 21. Patient's name is Edward Nigma, also known as the Riddler. So, Edward, Warden Sharp tells me you've been leaving threatening riddles scrawled on the asylum walls. Again.
One would have to be severely paranoid to read threats into harmless riddles, Dr. Young. May I test you with one?
Very well.
What is it that walks on 4 legs, then 2 legs, and finally 3 legs?
A human being. As a baby, it crawls on 4 legs. As an adult, it walks on 2. And in later years, it uses a cane.
Good try. But the answer to all 3 is a baby. True, it crawls on all 4s, but cut off its legs and it can only wiggle on 2 limbs. Give it a crutch, it can hobble around on 3. You see?
It's horrible. How can you even joke about that?
Easily, Doctor. It's not my baby.
That's grim. That is freaking grim. That is damn grim. That is just, I mean, that is how you set a tone for your villains. That is how you set the goddamn tone. What we didn't know is that baby is Red Shirt Jackson. Don't let him near any kids. Is that a passage back there? Bloody well is. Not Jackson. That baby grew up to be Albert Einstein's. Albert OnStar. The perfect navigational system. That's literally the end of that. Okay. Oh! So what do we have here? Big old claw marks. A lot of human bones. Killer Croc. Born with a rare mutation that made his skin green and scaly and grew his body to grotesque proportions, Waylon Jones was raised by an alcoholic aunt and bullied relentlessly for his appearance. He briefly worked as a carnival freak under the name Killer Croc, but his misanthropy grew as did his bestial nature, pushing him to a life of crime. As his physical condition and mental state deteriorate, Killer Croc becomes a more bestial foe, increasingly detached from humanity. Real name: Red Shirt Jackson. Waylon Jones. Occupation: alligator wrestler, gangster, murderer. It was a big rock. Base of operations: mobile. Eyes yellow, hair none. Height 11 foot. Weight 580 pounds. First appearance: Batman, issue 357, January 1984. Killer Croc. founder of Wayland Enterprises. Killer Croc was incredibly thick, tough skin, and razor-sharp teeth and claws. In fact, we can get a better look at them. There we are. Get a better look at these bad boys. Got big old gnashers, hasn't he? He's a thick boy. He's a thick boy, is Croc. It's a heavy bloody toy as well. It's really heavy. You can break a toe if you drop that on someone. Good God. Big boy. Thick boy. An expert wrestler, his strength and stamina are at a near superhuman level, heightened senses and extremely fast reflexes, able to survive in water for extended periods of time, and an intense hatred of humanity. So a nice fella, all in all. Nice chap. How did you break your toe? Oh, Killer Croc fell on me. Killer Croc. Now there's a beast. He's a beast, but he's a real beast boy. Oh, that thunder. I do have... Hey, Cactus! I do have Bane on the shelf over there, actually, yeah.
Oh, you found that one. Sorry, it wasn't much of a challenge. I was running out of time.
Alright, Nigma. Welcome back, Cactus! Let's double check with these, because as you see, sometimes they carry on a bit further. Thunder! Hey, no worries, Dr. Buster! Much love! Love for Dale, everybody. Send some oms out for Dale. Oms and underoos. For Lolly Dale. Lolly Dale. Oh, it's a lolly Dale. It's a lolly bit of beef. Oh, it's a lolly bit of beef for Dale. He like a bit of beef. Oh dear. I'm so sorry. Well, only a little bit. So that goes down to it. Aha! Ha ha! Ho ho! Oh, that is a lovely bit of beef.
Easy, isn't it? Well, we'll see. We'll see.
Oh, Jesus, Riddler. Bit erotic, isn't it? I was streaming 3 of these games back to back, now I'm getting the itch again. Oh, I don't blame you. This was voted for by me followers on Instagram. They voted for some sexy Arkham Asylum, and they're getting it.
As Gotham's veins slowly filled with pain and suffering, the effects were felt everywhere.
Cal's on the cactus.
My father fell first, infected by some foul disease.
Oh, yeah.
My mother lived on, but only in a dream. I returned to the family home to care for her, where she remained in her bed for as long as her body continued to breathe. Her tears kept me awake at night.
Good God, that's dark. Go on, Swad. What did the insane optometrists say when they tried to take over the world? They'll see. They'll all see. That is amazing. Good God, that is amazing. That's top tier, guys. Oms for Swad. That's beautiful. They'll see. They'll see. Oh Jesus.
Will all patients please remain calm and move slowly to their accommodation?
Dr. Young is that way. We're now heading in the direction of either Dr. Kellerman or Dr. Chen, so we'll go left and go for Dr. Kellerman.
To the sterling work of our new head of research, Dr. Penelope Young. Since joining our team 2 years ago, Arkham has found the forefront of research into understanding the human mind.
Good afternoon, Arkham. Let's talk about the mind. How can such a complex entity be understood and eventually treated when it breaks? How indeed? Project Titan's goal is to create a testbed to fully probe our special cases in a safe, risk-free manner. Our goal is to cure the more unfortunate specimens, the weak, those not physically up to the challenge that our medical practices present. Project Titan will make us a world-class facility, an award-winning.
When you or someone you know is seriously distressed, there are few institutions where they can be taken, and where you can be reassured that they are safe and undergoing the finest care available. An extensive breakdown of our costs and healthcare packages can be found at the
What's wrong with you? Don't you know nothing? Cash had a disagreement with Killer Croc a while back. Croc got free and chowed down on Cash's hand. Yeah, so if you see a giant monster running at you, just shoot it, or you'll be next on the menu.
Since joining our team 2 years ago, Arkham is now at the forefront of research into understanding the human mind.
Good
Whoa.
afternoon, Arkham. Let's talk about the mind. How can such a complex
He's
entity be
here!
understood?
Damn. We are one follower off 420. It's not bad.
Boss, it's done. The room is full of gas and Captain Hook is stuck in here. Thing is,
Captain
Razor didn't get out in time. He's stuck in here too.
Oh, that'll teach him to dilly-dally. Don't let anyone out of there, even Razor. He's failed me, and I don't like failures.
Yeah, sure, boss. He was slowing us down anyway. Don't cry, Cash. You're right where we want you.
I won't let innocent people die.
Yeah, it's the bat!
Punch right in the back, and he held his head like a proper pro footballer.
Cash, what happened?
There was an alarm in medical. I heard someone shouting and found the doc lying on the floor. When I went to help him, the room was flooded with gas. These doors locked down. Can't get out. Don't know how long we can last.
How brave. Let's give Mr. Cash a great big hand. He could use one.
You'll be laughing out of your butt when I get out of here.
Lighten up, Holmes. I'm just messing with you.
Jesus, Joker.
Wait to return the favor.
Leave it, Cash. Can you control the ventilation
Casual
system?
racism for the Joker there.
Right. It's a no-go. He disabled remote access.
I'll find a way.
It's almost like that grate we found up there will take us. Don't you think, folks? So what are our plans for this evening, everybody?
And we're trapped in here. I can sit in here all night, but the doc over there ain't looking too good.
What a great idea. Very good. So I Red Dead Online, you can see my quest find I really killed Princess Diana. Well, if you get anywhere with that, do let us know. Immediate death. Actually, have Choir later online. See how that pans out. Nice. On a radio show appearance too. Nice. Okay. Anything we should all be looking out for? Suppose the playing some Cards Against Humanity with the family next door over our new social distance hole in the fence. Brilliant, Cactus Nax. Nice. Oh, that'd be a good one. Actually, bloody forgotten what we're meant to do here. I wonder.
Batman die. I have to clear the room of toxin as quickly as possible.
Right. How are you going to do that after you freaking dropped him, you psycho? That was hilarious. That should not have happened.
I don't know if you can hear this. Board showing power to fan 1.
Bloody hell, Batman. Ah! So, Sam's going to be listening to the Big Damn Cast tonight. Available on Spotify and iTunes. And all your really good podcast providers. 200th episode, a little bit special, a little bit weird. Hope you enjoy. Oh, there we go. It's an oddly specific crevice there. You think there'd be a secret or something tucked in it. My in-laws live next door, so we got fed up with not seeing everyone. The kids were going mad, so we got a hole in the fence, social distance. That is a pretty good plan. Batman? Go over there, surely. No, okay. Whew. Ha! Each Big Damn Cast about 9 minutes long. We spent at least 12.5 days listening to Big Damn Cast. Is that math? Is that math bob on? It's very likely. There we go. Hang on. What am I meant to be picking looking for then? It's not that one. What? Oh god. Oh, I've got it. No worries, fiery squirrel. Oh, pasta. Go for it. Get yourself some bolognese. Get yourself some bolognese.
Batman arrives just in the nick of time. Next time, Cash, I'll just shoot you.
Aaron Cash! Spinach and ricotta tortellini. Oh yeah, we're doing salmon with the pesto and creme fraiche sauce and tagliatelle tomorrow. Are you ever going to get Matt back for the 4-hour podcast which he taught or tried to teach about Game of Thrones? Am I going to get him back for it? No, not at all. There's nothing I could drown. No nerddom that I could drown him in like that, the same way. One of the most senior and respected guards at Arkham, Cash is only afraid of one inmate, Killer Croc, who severely wounded Cash once during a riot at the asylum. Cash remains determined, however, to keep the asylum's inmates under control and to conquer his fears of Croc. Nice! Oh god, your nan has the best recipes. Tomato and capers and mozzarella over the top. Oh! That's beautiful. Good shout. Aaron Cash, occupation, Arkham Asylum guard. Based in Gotham City. Brown eyes, black hair, 6 foot, 185 pounds. Arkham Asylum Living Hell issue 1. Written by Dan Slott. That was his first appearance. Got that actually. Arkham Asylum. It's not called Batman Arkham Asylum Living Hell. It's just called Arkham Asylum Living Hell. because it's one of the weird ones where on my comics it's under A, even though it's got Batman on the cover. Great physical strength. Excellent reflexes. One of the most experienced guards at Arkham. Lasting enmity with Killer Croc. So, there's some clues around here. And you've probably noticed there's some very suspect papers. Firefly escapes. Gotham on high alert. Go for it. Do it. Why not? You can't do it while you're in lockdown. Do it as soon as it's ready. Firefly. A pirate. In fact, I've got a Firefly figure up here, but it's massive and kind of hidden. It'll take ages to show you. A pyromaniac, Garfield Linz began as a petty criminal, but soon graduated to major crimes centering around arson, torching huge parts of Gotham in the process. But his fires soon raged out of his control, leaving him horribly scarred by one of his own blazes. His body is almost fully covered with burns. Now he wears a full-body flame-retardant suit when he's out pursuing his criminal interests between bouts of incarceration in Blackgate. Oof. Oof, Richard, oof. I just got off the phone with my uncle. He's vicar, and vicar's wife had to have their 18-month puppy to sleep on Tuesday. Oh, God, that sucks. Oh, that sucks. Arson. Yes, him too. Red wine. Oh. Garfield Linz, professional criminal, basic operations Gotham City, eyes blue, hair white with black temples. Height 5'11", 165 pounds. First appearance Detective Comics 184 in 1952. Thorough knowledge of flammable agents, extensive arsenal of fire-creating weapons, scarred over 90% of his body, and is a sociopath with intense pyromania. Garfield Linz. Take Greg Wallace down a peg. Just checking that there's not stuff lying around. We can't go up there yet, which sucks. We've got to get the grapple yet. Peg Wallace. Yes.
I don't know. We lock him up, gets out, and more people die. If I just had 1 minute alone with that animal.
Pyromania, obsession with flames.
Patient's name is Edward Nigma. At this point in time, I've yet to decide if Mr. Nigma is a suitable candidate for the Titan process. I'd like to talk about your childhood.
Miserable. Next.
By all accounts, that is where your fascination...
I'm about 5'11".
I believe discussing those years could explain your compulsive behavior.
But
Very
sort
well.
of bearing on 6 foot.
My father hated me. Always called me a moron. I was determined to prove him wrong, so I entered a contest at school. A $20 prize to the kid who could figure out an almost impossible logic problem. I won, of course.
And that pleased your father?
Hardly. He was convinced I had cheated. He kept yelling, "You must have cheated! Admit it, you moron! You cheated!" I swore I didn't, and he hit me for lying.
I'm sorry to hear that, Edward.
Don't be. He was right.
Oh, so we cheated on that test back then.
I shouldn't have left intensive treatment. I would have made sure that freak stayed where he belonged.
Don't worry, Aaron. We'll see you again later in the game. Right, we'll push on a little further. Show you the game a little
There is
further.
still medical staff needing my help.
No, because he'd be burning his fingers on the controller.
Remember, a happy patient is a quiet patient.
Our findings have led to debates about whether psychosis is in itself neurotoxic, and whether potentially damaging changes to the brain are related to the length of psychotic episodes. Project Titan allows us to strengthen the individual's ability to cope with such changes. Early results were promising, but it was only after the arrival of patient X that our
So they
expectations were raised.
cracked this formula after a patient that they're referring to as patient X arrived.
Full-scale adoption. Of the Titan's process. We must all thank our benefactors for this opportunity.
Oh, nice.
We represent all medical specialties and offer a wide range of medical, surgical, diagnostic,
Going the right way, right? Yes. Okay.
and wellness programs. High quality of care, coupled with Arkham Asylum's convenient location, have ensured we are voted.
Batman!
Oh.
Don't speak. You're safe now.
But it's a trap!
I know. Just not for me.
It's true. You really are the world's greatest detective. How did you do that, Bats? Oh, what the hell? Get down there, boys. See if he can detect
No,
me.
Tommy Elliott's pretty nasty. You won't meet him in this game, though. Killer Crocs, amazing.
Don't get too full of yourself, Bats. I'm just softening you up. Think of this as a preview to the main event. You'll see.
I'm sorry. I tried to tell you. I couldn't speak.
Relax, you're safe now. I can handle these low-life thugs.
Have we beat up anyone significant yet? No, but we saved Aaron Cash, and we've just freed him and one of the doctors. Is he gonna take his time to sit down? I have no idea, Tom, because I don't follow Premier League.
Set me as bait. I'm sorry.
Flim, fla, flam, flu. So we can't get to that one yet. Which is annoying, but we can get to those places later on in the game. However, Dr. Thomas Elliot. Penelope, young man. Tommy Elliot and Bruce Wayne were childhood friends and, unknown to Bruce, dark reflections of each other. A childhood sociopath, Elliot tried to kill his parents so he could inherit their fortune. When his plans failed, partly due to the surgical skills of Thomas Wayne, Bruce's father, Elliot blamed Bruce. An incredibly skilled surgeon as an adult, Elliot planned an elaborate revenge scheme on the Batman. He disguised himself as the villain Hush, his face covered in bandages, but he was in the end defeated and unmasked by the Dark Knight. Hush still plots revenge against Batman, generating complicated schemes with surgical precision. Although, in the continuity of these games, that actually hasn't happened, because in the second one he's in a side mission and it's his first appearance. But sure, take these more as the bios are more profiles of the comic book characters. Penguin's 2 penises, probably. Tommy Elliot, surgeon, Gotham City. Brown eyes, reddish brown hair. He's 6'3", 225 pounds. First appeared in Batman, issue 609, January 2003. Great physical strength augmented by a hatred of Bruce Wayne. World-class surgeon capable of extraordinary medical breakthroughs. Master of disguise and determined to destroy Bruce Wayne. Upgrade time. We have a gadget upgrade. Oh, not yet available. Okay. Upgrade standard batarang power. Let's see the combat upgrades. Allows Batman to perform an unblockable instant takedown after achieving a combo score of 8. Batman can continue to chain attacks for special combo. Yes, we'll take that. Thank you very much. Oh god.
Will all
Now remember, we
patients
saw the
please
other one,
remain
so it's
calm
conditioned
and move
us.
slowly to their accommodation.
I'm not sure I can keep it a secret any longer. I've got 2 old friends coming to the party. One of them is just terrified you'll leave without saying hello. The other, well, let's just say he's going to be as surprised to see you as you will be to see him.
When Amadeus Arkham built this fine institution,
Got to go, no worries. His daddy was a mummy. Brilliant. No worries, Tom. Arms for Tom, we'll see you soon.
center it has become. Everyone knows the stories of the various so-called super criminals who've been treated here, but that is only half the story. Our low security wings offer normal but troubled individuals a safe haven for recovery. We represent all medical specialties and offer a wide range of medical, surgical, diagnostic, and wellness programs. High quality of care, coupled with Arkham Asylum's convenient location, have ensured we are voted the #1 facility in the entire state.
Hey!
Times have changed at this establishment.
That's Dr.
Yeah, she can operate on me anytime.
I hear there's a lie. Remind me, why did Joker want her alive?
No idea.
Our staff are here to help.
But after what happened that time at the train station, I'm just doing exactly what he says.
Me too. Old Johnny King never saw it coming. Glad I didn't have to clean it up.
Remote control background does appear in this, yes.
He's here!
But that is only
Don't let him hit!
ArkhamCare.com/prices. I wonder. For a while, the sites on this did exist. So what was that? ArkhamCare.com/prices. Huh. Yeah, no, it's gone now. That's a shame. It's gone, and it's just like a thing with sourced clickbait things on it. Like a weird menu in the middle. Ah, well.
I have done exactly as you asked.
Look, you think I can? Stop your whining and listen good. If anyone goes near you without Joker's express permission, then I've been...
Love that. The X-rays.
Looks like you're a bargaining chip. Gotta tell you, the boss is all over this job. Planned like a military operation. Friends on the inside and out.
I am quite aware that this job, as you call it, requires friends. What I want to know is why you chose me. Did Joker specify me? Why don't you let me talk to him? I'm sure we can settle this.
Ladies, once more, I am going to fix it. You understand? Shut the hell up. He'll talk to you. Till then, keep that trap of yours zipped.
That trophy was a test. Well done.
What's going on? They were talking like they were in control. Is it true that Joker escaped?
Unfortunately, yes. But not for long.
I'd been studying Joker's case for months when he broke out. The warden was very specific he wanted Joker cured.
Bad publicity will affect his campaign for mayor.
That'll be the least of it. I almost forgot. They said they were moving through the facility, hunting down the other doctors.
Not a problem. All staff have
I'll
been
wait
rescued.
here, but please
You'll be
try and
safer if
end
you
this as soon
remain
as
here.
possible. I can't stay here all night. I have work to do.
You're
All
staying
the
here all
medical
night.
staff are safe. Time to continue following Harley Quinn and Gordon's trail.
All the screwed up X-rays, so good. Alright, just a quick scout just to make sure there's no trophies or anything. Well, we found a trophy, but... Or the glowy clue things, or... No. You can't link in the chat, but let people know. So if you type in iarkhamcare.com. Look at this. So, we see that. It's expecting us to think it's a pair of teeth.
Patients, please remain calm and move slowly to their accommodation. Welcome to Arkham Asylum. Our staff.
It's our first knifed opponent.
Evaluation and rehabilitation center it has become. Everyone knows the stories of the various so-called super criminals who've been treated here, but that is only half the story. Our low security rooms offer normal but troubled individuals a safe haven for recovery. An extensive breakdown of our costs and healthcare packages can be found at the front desk or at www.arkhamcare.com/price. We accept most major HMOs. Our website
How long is he waiting there? Good question.
contains everything you need to know about our facility and how we can help you. Did you know that the children's area on the site can provide you with a detailed but discreet psychiatric profile of your problem?
Problem
Did you find them? Are they okay?
Yes, they're safe now.
Batman, we've got another problem.
I need to get back to the mansion. All my research notes are there. We can't risk Joker getting his hands on them.
It's not safe, Doctor. The island's a war zone. You won't stand a chance.
It's my life's work. You really don't have the authority to...
I'll get her there, Batman. You ask me, it's about time for a little payback.
I don't
Shut
like
the hell
it.
up, Dr. Yo.
Who called the elevator?
Wasn't us. It's coming from the lower floor.
Cash, take Dr. Young. Get her notes and then find somewhere safe to hold up. Everyone else, go to the observation room. Barricade yourselves in.
The boss says he's in here somewhere. Spread out.
Oh dear.
That's the best you got, Bet? Oh God! Where'd it go?
We all good? We all alright? Freaking little teeth. All good?
Too easy. Oh, think about it. I got you trapped in a little metal box, hanging precariously over a deadly drop. What say I just blow the emergency brakes and drop you like a sack of puppies? Say good night, bats. Boom! Only kidding. Got a few more surprises in store for you. Prepare to face your fears. All of them!
You're so great.
And that is a good place to leave it for today. We will be back tomorrow from 2 PM streaming Batman Arkham Asylum. If you are new to the stream and you've been lurking, we're not following, drop us a follow. We're 1 off 420. Blaze it, blaze it. If you're a regular viewer, thank you so much for tuning in yet again. I hope to see you guys back here tomorrow. Probably 2 PM, but keep an eye on the page. Have a lovely evening. Relax, chill, wine o'clock it right up. Much love to you all. And I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye now.